What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mike on a Platter. Eric Stoshin here, and we've got a missing host over here. He's still working. His work decided they were going to throw him under the bus and say, dude, you got to get these papers in right away. So he's like working his little butt off, poor guy. But I do have with me, until Jorge decides to show up, I have Scott McLean. Say what's up, dude.
What's up, dude?
Well said. So Scott's going to chat with me until Jorge shows up. But a little bit about Scott. Scott's quite an illustrious career. He's got his own band called SeatBelt that he's been doing for quite some time. And then he was in a really killer band called Chum for a while. And unfortunately, the drummer, Adrian, passed away, which was a real bummer.
Yeah, it's really been hard. That's been sad.
I mean, he's also a big-time surfer. He's an amazing artist, an amazing designer, and I'm just totally stoked to have him on. So thanks for coming on, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me. I appreciate being on here. That was quite a build-up. I don't know if I can live up to that.
Absolutely, you can. So since we brought up the tough one, Chum, why don't you go ahead and jump into Chum?
Yeah, well, it was a really great band, really fun band to be in. I played in it for about 4 years, but the band had been around for about 20 years. I think they'd done 4 or 5 CDs before I joined in. I joined about 4 years ago. We made one record, and it really was going great. We, and then
Are you guys on Instagram?
yeah,
Chum is dope on Instagram.
Yeah, it's,
How would I find it?
Chum_surf music on Instagram, and we're on Facebook too. And so there you go. Yeah, so it was going really well, except then COVID hit, so that pretty much hosed everything. But during that time, we got a connection with a guy who's doing a documentary on Bruce's Beach, which is a beach in Manhattan Beach. I don't know if you know that whole story about Bruce's Beach, but we could go into that if you want. Anyway, it's a beach that was.
Hang on, let me pull a picture of you guys up.
All right.
Hang on. So let's see if this will. There's Adrian.
Yeah, that was cool. They did a
I
memorial.
love that picture. If I turn this sideways, no, I won't do it on Instagram. That's all right. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, Instagram.
Instagram's picky that way.
Yeah, they sure are. So go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
So Bruce's Beach is this beach in Manhattan Beach that was owned by a black family, the Bruce family, and they were starting to be successful. They owned the property, and Manhattan Beach didn't like that in the racist 1920s, so they used eminent domain to take the beach back.
Oh, dude, I heard about that story, man. I heard about that story.
And they claimed they immediately needed to make a park. Well, the property sat vacant for 75 years or something. Anyway, so recently we came across this guy who introduced himself to Willie B, who is the bass player in Chum. Shout out to Willie B. What's up, B?
What up, B?
And the funny thing is that Eric knows B too.
I've known Willie since high school. It's crazy. It's a small fucking world,
That's what cracks my ass right there.
Oh, dude, it's just when you think the world's a big place, it goes and surprises you.
Yeah. So the Bruce Beach thing was happening, and Willie B, who purportedly sells real estate as his main gig, he came across this cat who was looking for a house, and he was doing a documentary on Bruce's Beach. And Willie B said, hey, like everybody does who's a real estate salesman, hey, I got a band. How about you listen to us? And Khalil, who's the guy doing the documentary, listened to it, and he goes, wow, you know what? That's perfect. Surf music for a documentary about an eminent domain issue in Manhattan Beach from 100 years ago. Perfect. You guys are in. So
what a fit.
So he got all excited. Hey, we want to use your music. So we actually recorded a song called Bruce's Beach. It was the last thing we recorded a couple months back to be used in the documentary, hopefully. That's still in progress. But anyway, so that was kind of the last thing we recorded, which was kind of cool. During COVID, we got to do a recording session, and we recorded this tune called Bruce's Beach. That's hopefully going to be in the documentary. And what's happening right now with the Bruce's Beach thing is that the the land is actually owned by the county and not by the city of Manhattan Beach, and they're planning on passing a law. It's going to be a state law, and they're going to give the property back to the Bruce family, which means
so there's still heroes in the end somewhere. Huh?
Yeah. So I think that's the end of the documentary. So I think he's waiting until all that happens. But anyway, in the meantime, my buddy Adrian, who's a drummer in Chum, and not just the drummer, he was the founder of that band, and he wrote a lot of songs, and it was his band. He just passed away unexpectedly in the studio working on his other band, which is called FU. He was working on a new record, and I guess he had a massive heart attack and passed totally unexpectedly. So that's been a big loss. That was like about 2 months ago, so we're still kind of dealing with that. And
I'm really sorry. That bummed me out when that happened.
Yeah,
that was a big bummer.
Yeah, because you knew Adrian too, so yeah.
No, I mean not as well as you guys, but
yeah, but he was just a very unique guy, and on a personal level, to me, it's a huge double loss. Loss of a really close friend, and also somebody that I was one of my favorite people my whole life playing music with. And so selfishly, it's like, wow, I don't get to look back and see him bash on the drum kit anymore. It's
it's too bad.
Kind of a bummer, But
let's look at Chum real quick. Let's look at a little video here. Let's see if this will come up.
Right on. That's my key to have a drink, right?
Yeah, right. Hold on, there you guys are, jamming it out. I don't know why the audio isn't picking up on that.
That looks like that was the South Bay Surf Stomp.
Yeah.
And that was another thing Adrian organized, and he did it for like 20 years at Susie's in Hermosa Beach, and the very last year Susie closed or whatever, so we moved it to South Bay Customs. Shout out to Michael Schreiber in South Bay Customs. Yeah.
Dude, sweet, man. Well, so there's Chum there, and I don't know. I mean, what do you do at this point? Do you even consider going on? Or, I mean, are you gonna?
Nah, yeah, Chum's done. I mean, it was Adrian's band, and it's like, yeah, without Adrian, there's no Chum. I've talked to Willie B, and we definitely want to play together.
Yeah,
for sure.
Would you maybe do a surf band again or something like that?
I would love to if B's up for it. Yeah, because I love playing surf music. It's great, but it would be something different, and we would never call it Chum. That's just
yeah.
That's
why Jack Irons left Chili Peppers, because Hillel Slovak died, and it's like, no, I can't keep the same name. I'm too freaking bad.
Yeah, there's something about it, and hey, I guess if you're at the level of the Chili Peppers, there's a lot more money involved with us. It's not really money; it's more of a just a pride of doing the thing, and like just for ourselves.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
So yeah, I'm sure I will at some point play some more surf music because I really got into it, and it's an interesting genre that a lot of people don't even know what the hell it is. You have to say, hey, have you ever seen Pulp Fiction? Okay, you've heard surf music.
Yeah, Dick Dale, 50s guitar.
Yeah. There you go. The Bliss, Pipeline.
Yeah, Pipeline, Wipeout.
Yeah.
All those guys.
Mr. Moto, Paul Johnson, the Bel Airs, Eddie Bertrand. A bunch of people in Southern California. And, growing up here and playing guitar, when I started playing guitar, it was like that was I think the very first song I learned was probably Pipeline. Surf guitar was like I started playing that from the very beginning, and I kept playing it all along. And so, when Adrian asked me, because they had some issue with their guitar player, I ended up being the eighth guitar player, so they just called me Ocho.
8?
Yeah, number 8.
There's a few bands I know like that. It's
like Spinal Tap or something.
Yeah, like 50 members, and there's only one original.
But the two originals, Adrian and Willie B. I think Willie B was the second bass player, and he was there the whole rest of the time. But he was pretty much the only bass player. So it was those two guys were always there. And to me, man, the very first time I got together and played with those guys, it was like, holy shit! I get to play with you guys. They were so tight together as a bass player and a drummer. It was like a guitar.
Oh yeah, they've been playing together for a long time.
Yeah, they've been playing together for 15 years at that point or more. And it was like, oh my God, you guys make this so easy for me to play with you guys because you're just like
You're already
tight.
locked in.
Yeah, it was a blast.
So, well, so obviously it's sad that Chum's gone, and that's gonna kind of be it.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us about SeatBelt? Because I've seen you a few times.
Yeah, well, we're really excited about doing some recording.
Here's Scotty.
I was doing a track with another friend of mine, Pete and Max, Pete Botica and Max Wheatley.
I love the outfits, dude.
Thanks.
The get-ups are great.
Yeah, I've been buying that vintage clothing for about 20 years, so I've got to
tell. Well, okay, so would you call your music like straight up rockabilly, just straight traditional rockabilly, or with a western spin, or what would you call it?
Well, a little of both, but the thing that I would say about what we do is that a lot of rockabilly bands do a lot of covers, and when they make records, they do covers of traditional rockabilly stuff, and we don't. We'll do covers when we do play like a 3-hour gig, because okay, and people like to hear songs that they've heard before.
Yeah,
everyone wants to hear a Johnny Burnett song or a Ricky Nelson song or whatever, but I write a shit ton of songs all the time, and so we mostly do original stuff. That's our deal. So it is
some fun songs too.
It's rooted in rockabilly and definitely some country stuff, but there's also like hillbilly boogie and surf and a lot of other influences in there, a little bit of jazz and stuff. But
I really like this artwork right here. This is killer. What a beautiful. I mean, and by the way, Scott McLean is a very well accomplished artist and designer. I mean, freaking amazing
thanks,
guy.
My friend.
Hey, I'm a designer too, so I give credit where credit's due.
It pays the bills, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just doesn't make you millions unless you're designing some shit for people to buy and get your name on the side of the building.
See, that's what I'm working towards, right? Yeah. I mean, this past year, I got furloughed from my design job, so I started doing a bunch of stuff at the beginning of the pandemic, and then I actually got in a car wreck. I got T-boned.
Look at all this fucking shit. This tiki artwork, dude. Did you make that? Did you carve that?
Yeah, I carved that. Yeah.
It's so rad, man.
Oh, but you should see some of this.
Look at some of this guy's paintings, dude. It's fucking insane. Beautiful.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, so that's kind of what happened.
Great color.
I got in this car wreck, and right before that, I had been kind of doing these little videos at home, like me playing a song, and I post this video, like, at the beginning of COVID last year, so like a year ago. I got in this car wreck. This guy T-boned me. He was a meth head. Fucking T-boned me, totaled my car, spun me around. I got out of the car. I'm like, oh, okay. Got some rib injuries, went to the hospital. But actually, the worst thing that happened was he fucked up these 2 fingers of my hand, my guitar playing hand. I could not play guitar.
No, man, not the guitar playing fingers, man. Damn.
I could not even play guitar at all.
I'm gonna grab a beer.
For a couple months. Yes, please.
Okay, I'm gonna get you a beer.
Yeah, so for 2 months, man, I could not play guitar at all. It was like, oh, I can't even make a C chord, a cowboy chord. It was like, all right, so what are we gonna do? Hey, I had this idea about painting on Driftwood, and I'd collected some stuff like with the intention at some point I'm gonna paint on this. And well, now all of a sudden I have time. I've got no job, and I can't play guitar. Okay, I guess I'll start painting. So that's kind of what I did. I kind of made it my job for last year. I just pretended I was the painter.
Well, you got me fooled, dude. I mean, your stuff is really damn cool. Seriously.
Thanks very much.
And your understanding of color and design, it all shows through in what you're doing. That's for damn sure. So let's crack some beers here. And everybody
I'm down
wants
with that. I get down to it.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you. Hey, I could double fist till this one's
done. Oh, okay.
Right?
If you're not done, just
no.
Okay, he's gonna go. We're gonna double fist this.
I'm in my element.
All right, man. So everybody who's got your drink, 3, 2, 1, and the double pop. We got the Scotty pop and then the E pop right here.
So we've been
cheers and drink.
Cheers and drink.
We got this beautiful. Look at that. Hey, it's picking up the green in there. You can see the wave in there. That's not really the artwork. Let's see if you put it. It does it on your too. So yes, we have a green screen. So
Oh, that's cool.
look, I got a wave in my chest. Hold on, let me
that
get.
lime green is just disappearing.
That's awesome. Hey, we hope you guys like our little wave background here. It's in tribute to Scott and SeatBelt and Chum and Adrian, the whole surf vibe.
Cheers. Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, totally.
Magumba. Aloha.
Magumba, brah. All right, so I'm sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that we're really excited about, we started practicing again, and we actually played a gig last week at Steady Brewing in Long Beach, and we're going to start doing a regular monthly gig there, fourth Fridays at Steady Brew.
Nice.
It's on the corner of Spring and Clark in Long Beach. Yeah, it's the Times Square Center there. It's actually outdoors, so it's all safety. They got tables and it's outdoor, and yeah.
This is when every Friday night.
For the fourth Friday of the month. Whatever that date.
Fourth Friday of the month?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were trying to do some alliteration there. Fourth Friday, so it would be easy to remember, a little mnemonic thing.
Fourth Friday.
But yeah, so we played there 2 weeks ago. It went really well. I think people are really, stoked to hear live music because they haven't.
Oh, dude, everybody's just like losing their mind once they get the hell out of the house. And...
Yeah. So at a nice little, local spot where it's outdoor and they have beer, it was really fun. It went great, and they want to have us back as a regular thing. So we're going to start doing that once a month. And we've got, we're definitely going to begin some recording soon. We've got enough new original songs to do about 2 CDs worth.
You mean they're not rockabilly covers?
No. No, because I figure it's just me. What's the point, man? They've been done, and hey, doing them live is great. That's fine. But when you go in the studio, it takes time and money. Okay. And one thing about doing covers
no lies about that.
You don't own the copyright to that song. So for one thing, your publishing is gone, right? Which is not that that's entirely your incentive. Hey, I'm not a businessman, obviously. I'm an artist. I'm making shit. I don't know nothing about business. But if you own the publishing, if you write the song, if you're going to make the investment, my whole thing is like, and plus I write songs all the time, so it's like, why would I do somebody else's song when I've got this big backlog? Now, not whether they're any good, that's debatable, but still, if you're going to go into the studio and get the musicians ready and learn new songs and record them and pay for all that stuff, do your own shit. Start your own band. Do it.
Hey,
I highly recommend that.
Sounds like good words of advice to me. Take that advice.
That's something that Mike Watt used to always say.
Yeah, Mike Watt from the Minutemen.
Yeah, he's a fellow Pedrian since I grew up in Pedro.
Pedro.
Yeah, shout out to Pedro. We live there, so we pronounce it wrong. It's Pedro.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what Watt always used to say. Start your own band.
Yeah.
And it's a great thing to do because, hey, that's what a lot of the best bands did. There's this story that they say about the Velvet Underground record, the first Velvet Underground record that came out. They say it only sold 100 copies, but everybody who bought it started a band. So there you go.
Well, and there you go. And I do want to give a shout out to Pedro. I worked 18 years of my life there.
I'm sorry.
Well, it's okay. It was a good experience. I got to know everybody in town just about, or at least everybody who wanted to get to know me. I worked at the 6th Street Bistro, which then became that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Yeah, I used to work at the 6th Street Bistro there as a food server.
I worked as a food server at the Lighthouse Deli, Point Furman. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
We were both food servers.
Yeah, hey.
About that.
Slopping plates of food around.
Hey, that's what surfers do, man.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can go surf all morning, and then in the evening you go
sling hash.
Sling hash, that's right. Yeah. But were you working morning shifts or evenings?
I did work morning shifts mostly, but that was when I was going to school. So
yeah, you go surf in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Yeah. So and then I worked for a company called Wellington Science for like 14 years, and that was like that was my home.
That's where I met you.
Yeah, it was my home for a long time. I got to know Pedro really well.
Again, I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? There's a lot about it I miss. You know, the small townedness of it. You know, it's like everybody knew everybody.
Oh yeah, Pedro has its charms for sure.
Yeah, that's okay. It's more for us or something.
Yeah.
So what else, man? Are you still painting?
Yeah, actually, I painted a thing today in between breaks at work and after work, and yeah, so I'm doing as much. I'm actually back working now at my graphic design job every other week. So
Yeah,
that's
I like
that's,
this.
that's putting a little bit of a dent in my time to paint and surf. But hey, you got to pay the bills.
Okay, so where's this at? This is that the tiki bar?
That's actually my house.
No shit.
Yeah.
All right.
But that painting is a painting of a spot called Haskell's, which is up towards Santa Barbara. It was an old pier.
Yeah.
And my buddy Alan Casagrande, Bongo Bay. Hey, what's up, Bongo? He sent me that and said, "Hey, you ought to do a painting of this." And I was like, "Oh yeah,
Dude,
that's right up my alley."
Your pictures are so sunlight, so bright. Oh, look at
Thanks.
that. Who wouldn't want to go live there?
That's Easter Island, yeah. Except,
oh damn, is that like really Easter Island, or is that your vision of it?
well, it's my vision of it, but I did go there, so I kind of was using pictures and slides that I took when I was there, and also artistic license. Hey,
Did you get waves like that when you were there?
no, it was like I'll show you some pictures. I got like 2 foot when I was there.
Yeah, yeah.
I had a big board with me.
One of the most epic spots on the planet, and it's 2 foot. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
What?
I brought a big board. I went there in August, which was the middle of their winter because they're below the equator, and that was supposed to be the time of year. But yeah, I got it was 3 feet or something was the best I got. But it was kind of fun at least to say, hey, how many other people get to say, hey, I actually surfed on Easter Island?
You know what? Actually, I surfed somewhere really cool in Bermuda.
Wow.
Bermuda, and we were joking about this.
Did you wear your Bermuda shorts?
I got stuck in the Bermuda Triangle, but this is pink sand, okay?
Ooh.
From the sand on the beaches in Bermuda. And what was so amazing about it was the water was so clear, you couldn't even see the wave. It was so clear. And underneath you was this pink sand, okay?
Nice.
And it doesn't look very pink in this. When it's wet, it looks like pink. And what it is, it's actually a mixture of, shells and the red coral that grows in those islands over there.
Yeah.
So that was pretty damn rad.
It's beautiful. It really looks pink here underneath these multicolored lights.
And I got to know some of the locals there, and one of the guys actually happened to be a cop there, and he was watching Ross Perot's house. And Ross Perot had a house right on the best point in town.
Whoa.
So one day I'm out there and I kicked the reef and a big, huge, long purple urchin spine went in my toe, and he took me up to Ross's house to clean me up.
Wow.
So I got to be in Ross Perot's one of Ross Perot's many multi-million-dollar mansions right there on the best point in Bermuda.
That's fantastic. Were there any charts there at Ross Perot's house? That's a stupid joke.
Charts?
Yeah, when he was running for office, he was famous for holding up his charts were about this is where 9.9%.
Oh, okay, yeah. No charts, and I was more.
All right, I'll shut up now.
More worried about the throbbing big toe that I had going on, and when I finally pulled that needle out, it shot blood everywhere. It was pretty bad.
Oh yeah, so it must have been in there. Yeah, those urchin spines are bad.
It was deep.
Those are nasty. Yeah. Yeah, I had a few accidents in weird places. I was on an island called Sumbawa in Indonesia, and I hit my head on the reef, and I swear when I hit, I thought I was dead. And I go, oh, that's it, I'm dead. And I came up to the surface, and well, I guess I'm still alive. I swear, I went I pearled on a wave and face planted on the reef and hit the top of my head. And
How big was it out there?
was like only 5 or 6 feet, but it was just enough of a, it just pitched me, and it was shallow enough that I just, pile drove into the reef, and
Well, plus that's raw island energy. Nothing breaks it up. It comes straight out of the deep ocean and throws over those reefs.
yeah, my buddy had to pull pieces of coral out of the top.
Oh, yeah.
That reminded me of it, the urchin spine.
Yeah. Ugh. I remember one time getting barreled, and I was actually on a boogie board at the time. I was getting barreled over this really, really shallow reef, and I remember being deep in the barrel and just all of a sudden stopping because I'm on the reef. It was like, and just getting worked on. It was so thin. It was so shallow on the inside. It sucked up over the reef, and I wasn't paying attention. And
wow.
Oh, dude, I had to put that methylate. Remember that pink stuff that you put on your coral wounds, so you don't get
it's like iodine.
You don't get
vana.
Vana.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god, that stung so bad. I just oh god, yeah. Reef rash, nothing like it.
Well, that's one thing about playing music is that you don't get injured like that in general.
Right? Yeah, less injury.
There's no head first onto the reef.
Right.
Unless the audience is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Usually they're not that bad.
Hey, you want to? You feel like busting out some tunes on a guitar?
Yeah, you got one. I was gonna bring one over.
Hey, I brought a nylon string. Do you like those?
Oh sure.
Yeah, you a fan?
As long as it's in tune. Yeah, I got a nice nylon string guitar.
Yeah, I'll check it out. Hang on, let me grab it for you.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Hey, maybe I should have brought a guitar over. And then actually I was working, so I had to do a little work. But yeah, the exciting thing about doing music is that everybody apparently thinks that the pandemic is over and live music is back, and I'm going to play at Viva Las Vegas with another band that I'm in called the Southwest Biscuit Company. Shout out to the Southwest Biscuit Company. We're playing at Viva Las Vegas, and also I'm going to play a set with a truly great rockabilly cat from Texas named Max Stevens. And I played with him a couple years ago at Viva Las Vegas, and it was a blast. And he's great, and he's got a great new record out, and he wanted me to come back and play with him again, so I'm looking forward to that. So, yeah, that's the thing about music. It doesn't throw you head first onto the reef.
Okay, this sucker's tuned up, and you're ready to jam, brother.
All right. Well, I guess I should play you. Whoa!
Wow, look at how cool that looks. Look at the color in that light. It just the purples are picking up in that. It looks like totally the vibe, dude.
I'll just hold it here. I don't want to even play it.
No, you gotta play, dude.
Don't even look at it.
You have to play.
Just.
No, don't you look at it. No, let's look over here now.
Still got the old tagger on it.
Spinal Tap, right?
I think I watched my cord here is in the way. There, I'll do that. There we go.
All right, give us some jams, brother.
Okay, well, so I think I should do this song. This is a song that I wrote during the pandemic.
Does it sound tuned enough? I mean, is it kind of
it's
okay?
tuned enough. As my friends Ray C and Ronnie V would say, it's tiki enough. It's tuned enough.
All right, baby.
So this is a song we did a gig a few months back in the pandemic when everybody started to think it was kind of almost over, even though it wasn't. The worst was yet to come, but things loosened up and people started having a band play in their driveway, and people wore their masks and stuff. But so we did this one show with a friend of ours named Emiliano. Shout out to Emiliano. And
shout out, man.
We were playing and we had a little tip jar out there, because we're just playing on the porch, and there's like 50 people hanging out in their beach chairs in the street and stuff, and they're like, hey man, I'd love to give you a tip, but I'm not working there, I can't give you that much. They threw something in the tip jar, and Emiliano goes, hey man, that's cool, you'll still buy some gasoline and tacos. And I just laughed to go, that sounds like a song, and so I wrote a song called Gasoline and Tacos.
Oh nice, come on, kick it off, let's go.
Gasoline and tacos, that's why we play on the neighbor's front porch or their driveway. You see, all the bars are closed down. It really is a ghost town, but gasoline and tacos still going down. the jaw. If you're hip, well, you can put in anything you like, but please, just the tip. All the bars are closed down. It really is a ghost town, but gasoline and tacos still going down. Oh, gasoline and tacos still going down. And then, you do some kind of stupid solo. I'd really like to thank our host. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome.
Because you're the most.
I know sometimes.
And if anyone's got a right to brag, man,
Who, me?
go ahead and boast. Because you see, all the bars are closed down.
All the bars
are closed down. But gasoline and tacos still going down. Yeah, gasoline and tacos still going down. Ay, yeah, gasoline and tacos still going down.
Yeah.
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 Hey, I think you got a career
Dude, that
as
was
a
some
harmony
shot shit.
singer, man.
Hey, you know what? Well, I'm a bass player, so I'll
Right on.
I can sit there in the background and do my
Yeah.
ba-doo-da.
Fantastic.
Yeah, dude, that was cool, man. No, I liked that right away, and I just clicked into it, so there it is. That was cool.
Love it.
Nice, man. You got any other little ditties you want to share?
Yeah.
Give us one more. Give us one more.
All
ditty.
right. How about this is a song I wrote kind of a long time ago, but we had band practice last night and we did it, and we tried it a couple times before and it was okay. But last night, for some reason, we started playing it as like a polka, and it was really great. I don't think we've ever really kind of done polka before, but it was like,
What are you trying to poke at?
anything I can. Hey.
Yeah.
But no, just the
But
tip.
only
I
the
swear.
tip.
But this song sort of supposed to be a polka. So imagine Myron Florin on the accordion backing me up here while we do.
It's supposed to be my polka.
It's a song called "Drinking Songs Are Better When You're Drinking." Love songs great when you're in love, and being in love is great when you're young. But there'll come a time, it won't be long, when you'll sing a different kind of song. Patents are better when they're pending. Wars are better never started, or when they're ending. Ships are better when they're not sinking. And drinking songs are better when you're drinking. Yeah, drinking songs are better when you're drinking. Songs about dancing are great, and dancing is great when you want to celebrate. But there'll come a time you'll be waiting on the side, just watching the incoming tide. Patents are better when they're pending, aren't they? Wars are better never started, or when they're ending. Ships are better when they're not sinking. And drinking songs are better when you're drinking, right?
Yeah!
Drinking songs are better when you're drinking. Yeah, drinking songs are better when you're drinking.
Nice,
They really are. Now imagine that as a polka with Myron Florin, or maybe even Dick Dale. You know there was an accordion player on the Lawrence Welk show called Dick Dale. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
It's a fact.
Dang. Dude, that was very, very nice. It's I gotta have more of that. I gotta have you guys just come in with your guitars and freaking bust it out.
Okay.
And not even think twice about it. That was awesome, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, that was fun. It probably would have been better if I'd practiced it, but
Yeah, hey, that sounded good to me.
all right, cool. Yeah, we played it last night as a polka, and it actually sounded pretty good. So
Nice.
I guess that gave me the
Gave you the confidence.
Let's do it. Yeah, what the heck?
Here, I'll take that from you if you want.
All right. Yeah, I think I've had enough of that.
Okay.
I've tortured that bad boy. No, I mean that. I love playing a nylon string because it sort of makes you play a little different way. You sort of have to do that sort of flamenco thing, the flail,
exactly.
and that's the. Yeah. Exactly. You have to play that song. Yeah.
Yeah, the vibe.
Yeah. And that's what's so
The
cool
Spanish
about
vibe.
it. It makes you play something different than you would on a metal string guitar, and
Yeah, I agree.
it's cool.
It's got an easier flow to it.
Yes.
I love playing with my fingers as a bass player. So, pick
Have
up the
you-
nylon string. It's like, this feels right.
Did you ever play upright bass?
I've played it a few times, but I can't say that I'm really good at it. But I'm sure if I spent
Cool.
some time with it, I could, start doing some crazy shit with it.
I bet. Yeah. I love it. Being involved in rockabilly and stuff, I became a huge fan of it, and then finally figured out how to do it. Hey, it's different. It's totally different than the way you play electric bass. It's all about the slapping. It's the way you play like funk bass, but slap bass, rockabilly, and that kind of stuff came way before funk. This is from. There's like records from the 40s where they were slapping the bass, or even and they probably even did it before that. So that's kind of the way you played acoustic bass, and I think part of it was to be heard.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you don't have enough push behind those low end notes, they don't really carry without more magnification.
And back then, there was no amplification, so
Yeah,
they had maybe an amp for electric guitar, but the bass didn't have an amp, so they kind of started slapping on it so you could hear that click sound, and that's what you hear on a lot of those old records, which I love, is that click sound.
Yeah, the high tone,
Yeah.
the high frequency sounds penetrate more from the bass when you slap on it, because you get the tonality of the string as opposed to the note that. Yeah, okay, shut up, Eric, getting all geeky. Anyways,
No, that's good. But so when are we going to talk about the aliens?
we'll start talking about them right now. But first, you have to do what I do with most guests who come on to the show. Okay? So first, you have to hold it.
I'll hold it.
There you go. Make sure the camera can see what you're doing. Oh, hey, he's having a beer with us. Look, and there's like a wave in his head, man. It looks like it's actually going in. Dude, what a trippy view. That's rad right there.
Beer is the international language, I think.
Absolutely. Alcohol's a great language. But
yeah.
as long as, just don't turn into a wife beater and, drunk drive and kill people. But other than that, it's great.
Yeah, definitely don't do that, what he said.
Yeah, that stuff's not good. You don't want to do that.
PSA right here.
That's right.
It's like doing my community service beforehand.
Just what he said right there. So let's talk about aliens for a second. Have you had any experiences?
Not particularly, but the very first time I made a solo record, I wrote this song called I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically about someday I'll go home, and it's kind of about that idea of I'm waiting for what colloquially is known as an alien to come pick me up and take me back home. And
well, how do you know that you weren't like visited before? If you have that feeling like maybe it needs to happen.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, but that's what always makes me think like that's a possibility. Yeah, sure. So, that song just came to me fully formed, and like, someday I'll go home. When I find out where it is, and it's totally about that thing of So I never have had an alien interaction, if that's what
It
you're
didn't look
asking.
like this.
Well, it felt like that.
It felt like that.
I don't
yeah?
think it looked quite exactly like that, but you've got a better art director than I have.
Which one?
Woo.
You mean a primary or this phone or what?
Yes.
Both. Both.
That's my favorite answer when somebody asks me a multiple choice question. Yes.
Yes. No, that's classic, dude.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So what's your theory on the little green men, if you will?
Well,
What's your theory on that?
I mean, I don't know. I used to live on a street here in Long Beach called Roswell, and
Perfect. Like in tribute of Roswell, New Mexico, right?
yeah, which is supposedly the spot where the alien craft landed in the 40s or whatever, and there's
Right.
a big cult there, and so I thought that was perfect. Yeah, I want to live on Roswell Street. It's perfect. So
Right.
that's where we recorded the first 2 SeatBelt CDs in my garage there on Roswell. And we called it Roswell Studio.
Here, look at this. Okay. Perfect.
There we go.
You see, they got the tribute to the saucer right there.
Yeah. Who doesn't love a good saucer?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
And then, everybody always talks about Easter Island as, hey, must have been aliens who built those moai, right? And
Right.
I don't completely discount that theory.
Yeah,
in fact, I've done paintings of moais on Easter Island with an alien spacecraft flying above like it's coming in for a landing.
Here, look. This is some of the shit that they show in Roswell. Okay. This is shit that they show there. So obviously, this is so ingrained in the culture. How could it be fake? How could it be
can't
fake
be.
to have that much information?
Hey, if it's on the interwebs, it's real.
Hey, and this is just conversation for the lay folk who haven't gotten deep into the stuff that we talk about. But
Well, I had to bring it up because the one episode you pointed me towards of the podcast was about aliens, and I was like, well, hey,
wait,
I'm down with that.
was that my intro video where we introduced George and I?
Yes.
That was a fun one. That took me 25 hours to put together that video and come up with what I wanted to say and how I wanted to say it and seam it all together and like meld and form all the videos clips that I found and put them together.
It was very seamless, and it had a lot of interesting tidbits in there. It was worth a view. Yeah.
I would call it my alien opus because I think
It was an opus.
I think it was made to to bridge intellectual people who actually think about more than just the shit that they buy at Walmart and Target and Amazon, and say, hey, what was I in?
Yes.
Think of it.
It is a thing to do that doesn't cost money. Well, unless you go to Roswell and buy souvenirs, but
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
actually, you sort of, read about it and do all that stuff. And so, hey, I actually know somebody a long time ago who was in an 80s band who claimed on a television show to have been abducted by an alien. And I think that person probably regrets it at this point because
Yeah, the
think it
Scarlet
was-
Letter.
I think it was something to get on a TV show, Like,
Did it backfire?
See, it's kind of what I had to do to get down here. I had to tell Eric that I was
Yeah,
on
he had to get
aliens.
he had to get anal probed. Okay, that's what happened.
You said you wouldn't tell.
Well, you put a couple beers in me, and I started telling the truth.
Oh man!
So yeah, no, I know. It's like, is that a claim
Now
to
how am I
fame or
gonna
is it
face?
detrimental?
How am I gonna face the guys in the band now that they know that?
Well, you can tell them that there's room for more than one lover than the band. Okay, so just tell them that, and everything will be fine. So, but yeah.
Hey,
right.
Lenny, there you go. There's the time for that drum fill.
No, it's so funny. One time, George and I were in here, and we were just yakking away at some stuff and going back and forth. And then the next time we got together, the first thing he says was, "So, Eric, are you going to tell everybody about that great sex we had last night?" And I'm just like, well.
You promised not to tell.
Yeah, right?
Hey, by the way, where is Jorge?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to send him a text right now. Hold on. Let's see where the hell this guy is at. Maybe he'll show up for the second half.
I think it's usually like, okay, the guest flaked out.
Yeah, right.
And the hosts are like going, Oh, can we call anybody off the street to just like talk about something here to fill some time?
Hey man, that guy looks like he's interesting. Grab that guy over there.
My mama talking to me, try to tell me how to live. But I don't listen to her because my head is like a sieve. Yeah, somebody actually posted that yesterday. That's why it came into my brain. It's funny how people post stuff and it relates to something going on in your life, or it makes you think of something, and then something else right along that line comes up. The whatever you call that when things line up. I mean, it's not a coincidence, but whatever that is, it's always kind of a fun thing in a day when that kind of stuff happens.
It's metaphysical, is what it is.
Exactly.
And I was just talking with Guy, who is on our show regularly, and if you watch our show regularly, you guys know how fucking well read and way out there the stuff that Guy talks about. This is all stuff he reads, okay? So it's not like Guy sits there by himself in his room and goes, you know what? I think I'm going to think up some real fucking crazy shit to share with people. So let me think about that for about, 3 weeks straight. Let me think about that, okay? And then come up with it.
Well, that's what Aristotle did, didn't he?
Well, I'm sure that he still sits there and thinks about a lot of shit, but the truth of the matter is, this guy, he comes up with, he reads so much crazy shit and reads like deep into the stuff. And he comes on our show, and let me tell you, nothing is crazy in Guy's mind at all. And he has all the reading that he's done to back it up.
Sounds like a swell interview.
It's always fun when he comes in
because
here.
he'll take you down some road that you had no idea you were going to go down.
The rabbit holes that we go down are fucking insane. Just insane, dude, with Guy. It's always a good time.
I like wabbits. Don't you like wabbits?
I like to go down them holes with the wabbits.
I'm wabbit hunting.
Yeah. So on the whole alien thing, we talk about that a lot. And actually, I probably spent 200 hours, 300 hours on YouTube looking at.
But who's counting?
Stuff. But yeah, right? Who's really paying attention? So, and I've researched a lot of shit, and there's so much information out there on the subject. It'll blow your mind what's available. And I actually found some old videos that I had seen like 15 years ago of crashed ships on the moon, all kinds of shit.
Ooh.
It's good stuff.
Is that one? Have you seen that one? I'm just being stupid because you said crash ships on the moon. You know, that classic movie where the ship crashes in the moon into the moon's eye.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. That's my favorite. That's when you know it's real.
Yeah, right? Yeah. When the moon takes the cheese eye.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, okay, let me see what George said. Hold on. Let's see what's up.
Hi, George.
Yes, I'm finishing up here. Let's see when you write that. Yeah, I'm just finishing up here. That was at 8:52, and now it's 8:55. Okay, so maybe we'll see you. Nah, it's all right. I know George really wanted to be here. Jorge, I'm so sorry you couldn't make it, buddy. But
me too. I miss you.
I'm having a great time with
hugs
with Mr. McLean here. You got anything else on your powerful, dude?
On my what?
You're powerful. No, that sack of flexible muscle in your brain.
Oh, these are very interesting times we're living in. I gotta say that.
Here's one for you to hold. This will make you feel better.
Oh yeah, I very much like, and that is really funny that you came at it because that was kind of what I was exactly thinking of. I was at the beach.
See, I brought you back.
A couple months ago, and I found this palm trunk, and I thought, wow, this would make a great tiki to carve, and I've been wanting to carve some tikis, but you got to have a nice log to do it with. And so I found this great palm trunk, but it weighed like 50 pounds, and I was like a mile away at the beach. I carried it home. I kept stopping, and anyway, so I've been carving this thing, and this is funny that you put this. This is a coup, right? This is a Hawaiian coup.
Yeah,
coup.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's different styles of tiki and all that, and I just want to give a shout out to my friend. If you're on Instagram, look up a guy in Australia named Carva Fella. That's his Instagram handle. Oh my God, this guy. It makes me want to just drop my chisel and give up because this guy carves the most insanely beautiful tikis, and he mostly does like Marquesan more than Hawaiian stuff. He's done some Hawaiian too, but mostly the Marquesan tikis, which to me are my favorite besides the Moai, of course. I love the Moai because my alien brothers helped build those.
He says this account is, oh, dude, what the fuck? Look.
Oh,
this,
you have
this
to.
account is private.
Yeah, see, that's terrible. He's an artist. He should have a public account because his art is so good.
It's supposed to be
Seriously.
public. I mean, who cares if nobody likes it?
Okay, well, it's really great. His work is a knockout. And my other buddy, Alan Casagrande, Bongo Bay Studios, carves a lot of stuff too, and he's a fantastic carver, man. He just carves like a mofo. He's down in Oceanside. Used to live in Pedro on a boat at Flights Brothers Marina.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's where I
That's
knew him.
living it.
He used to play in a surf band with my buddy Smitty called the Real Gone Gassers. Yeah, music scene is big, man. I know a lot of musicians. I've been playing music for a lot of years. I know a lot of people that play music. And
well, I'm happy to hear you say that because I would like more musicians to come on. And if you could pipeline some guys our way.
Oh, yeah, man.
We love having musicians on and talking about music and art and culture. And it's always musicians that have really, really good fucking conversations with us, man.
Well, because musicians, if you're a musician, I think to me, you have to have your finger in the pie all the time. I mean, I pay attention to what's going on in current music, even though I think it's total shit. But I still pay attention.
Say it isn't so. Yeah, right.
I wish it wasn't so. I'm talking about, corporate music that's played on whatever they do these days. There's so much great music. Yeah, whatever that shit is. There's so much great music out there now. And I gotta say, can I give a plug to my pals at the Local Music Experience?
Go for it.
They have an app. You can download their app in the App Store or on Google Play or wherever you get your apps from. It's called Local Music Experience. It's LME. You can download their app, and you just click on the app, and it plays local music. They play all local bands 24/7. They have like a rotating thing that they do. But they have several shows where they go live, kind of like this, where they would talk to guests and play their records. They have a show Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. where they play rockabilly, and it's all local rockabilly bands like Los Angeles, Orange County, San Diego County. And they play SeatBelt on it, and they're really great. They play a lot of other great bands. They play, Big Sandy. They play the Crown City Bombers. They play June Clives and the Diddy Boys. They play all these really great bands, the Rip Cats, a lot of local bands, and they are fantastic. And the coolest thing about them is they're building what you're talking about. They're building this community of musicians and stuff who are just into the scene, and we can't wait until the COVID kind of thing ends and we can do more live shows because over this past year I've made friends with a bunch of people in different bands, and we're all dying to do shows together.
Well, we're dying to have you guys come in and talk on our show and give us, insights to what you're up to.
Yeah.
I know the stories of bands and the life of the bands and what they're up to is sometimes stranger than fiction, and having been in a few bands myself, in the big dysfunctional families that are sometimes bands, or sometimes not. Sometimes you get a band like Chum where it's like you play till you die, and that's the way to go.
But I was number 8, so yeah, there was some dysfunction along the way.
And that just goes with
like
it.
Any family, any good family, right?
Yeah, right.
Well, any family, period. There's no
right.
good in it. Just any family.
Yeah, it just is what it is,
Yeah.
But so yeah, please, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, I know a
send some
bunch
guys
of people.
my way. We would love to have them on, have them chat. And I'm currently working on trying to strike up a deal with a studio in Van Nuys that would do like a come and play, and then do a podcast and play and podcast kind of thing.
See, that's what I like. Yeah, I love the fact of so we did break out the nylon string, but it's kind of really cool to actually have your band do a little set and then talk to them too about, because you get insight about the song, the process of how you came up with it, how you did it, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well,
all that stuff.
We had we had the Bone Daddies in here. Well, at least it was Tito. Or sorry, Tempo. Mike Tempo from the Bone Daddies, who actually formed the band.
Sweet.
He was in here and he talked about everything that they had done, and we had a Soundscape Media Group in here, and that's Paul was the guy who recorded them, and Paul has a studio in Van Nuys, and I'm trying to strike up a deal with him and AJ from Radio KJW to do like a monthly podcast and live show thing at his studio, where Mike on a Platter will go up there and we'll let you guys play some songs and then come talk to us and just kind of mix it up a little bit like that. But basically just getting not just the, hey, you get up there and you play your 6 or 8 songs and then get the fuck off, or 2 hours of playing and everybody's drinking and just listening or doing whatever, but like actually some story. You get to know these people.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're trying to accomplish with that. So stay tuned on that. We'll let you know as soon as that's been officialized. Still in the works.
And that's the unique part. That is what I think people really enjoy, is that sort of look backstage, because you go out and you hear a band play and you dig a band and you like them and you might even get to say hi to them and stuff, but you generally that's either right before they're going to play so they're a little keyed up, or right after they play so they're all kind of whoo,
Well, and it's tough, you're like trying to get set up, you're frantically trying to get on before your set, and then you play your set, and then when you get off, you're frantically trying to break it all down before the next act goes on, or whatever the case may be. So it's like you don't really get to socialize.
And
or
someone wants
share
to
yourself.
talk to you while you're trying to get your shit off stage because the stage manager's yelling, "You get your shit off here! There's another band after you." Yeah, we've all been there.
Did you ever play up in the Hollywood? Up in those like Troubadour or Whiskey or
I did.
Roxy or
I played the Whiskey. That was about it. I played the Whiskey a long time ago in a band I was in called the Street Urchins, and then I played it quite a few times the last few years as part of the Ultimate Jam Night thing. I was in a band called Maureen and the Mercury Five, and it was kind of a rockabilly thing, and Maureen fell in with the cats who were doing the Ultimate Jam thing at the Whiskey, so I think it was on Tuesday nights, and it was pretty cool because they'd get a lot of these famous rock star guys, from whatever bands, but it was pretty cool, and they would all come up and do like 1 or 2 things, and they would kind of have a theme for the night. So we would go on either a surf night or rockabilly night or whatever, and it was pretty fun because it was the Whiskey, and they actually kind of filled the place too.
Hey, did you ever have to do the sale of tickets thing at the Whiskey where they go, okay, to have a night there it's going to be $750, but here's 40 tickets.
We could do a whole show on that. It's called Pay to Play, and
exactly.
I remember doing that, a million years ago, and I think we probably did it once, and we're like, never again. And so I've written numerous songs about that actually, but nobody wants to hear that shit because it sounds like belly aching.
It's funny.
But Pay to Play is like it's the bane of a musician's life, because it's like you try to get hey, my band wants to play. Wait, well you can play here, but you got to sell 100
we'd
tickets
love to have you play here.
each.
You guys are awesome, but
basically you got to give us $1,000.
Yeah, I remember doing that, and then we finally get there and we're like, oh, we made it. I think out of $750 we made $500 back, and we still had $250, but whatever. And so there we are sitting up on the stage, right? And we're getting all our shit together, we're getting on there, and then the dude who does the filming comes out. So for $50 you can have, and he explains what you get for $50. For $100 you can have, he explains you get for $250, like trying to upgrade his video of us and how good the quality is going to be of the sound. It's like this is a fucking joke.
But that is, this is the kind of thing that this just reminds me of the story I heard about Tom Waits when he saw Spinal Tap. He actually cried because it was so true. And as I'm listening to you say that, I'm almost in tears because I live that. I've been there so many times and with so many people. And it's like, hey, I've been doing this. I've been playing music live in front of people for 40 years. Okay, 40. And so it's like, here's what happens all the time. You get a relationship. Hey, you've got this place. You've got a club. They like you. You've actually got a crowd coming. Okay, that works for 3 or 4 months, whatever. And then They get fired, quit, whatever. New management. You're back to square one. I have done this hundreds of times.
Yeah,
You have
I
to
did that
establish
too.
a new relationship with another person, and I've done this so many times. I'm like, oh my god. So, what's your who? Do you guys? Oh, I'm so, I just, this is the part that like I hate the most because I have spent so many years doing it, and it's been so fruitless because there's just constant turnover in that area. You get a good relationship going, you get a good gig going, and they're making money. People are showing up. And then boom, it's over. And you're out, and you start back to square one.
We had that too. I had two venues where we had that 14 Below in Santa Monica. Played there, and we had this guy there that was hooking us up and helping promote us, and we were actually like starting to build a following. And then they decided that they weren't going to have certain types of acts on certain nights, and it just all started falling apart. It's like, oh shit. But my favorite is my Troubadour story. So we get in with Paul, who's like the guy who books bands there, and he did Monday nights. Once a month they would do Monday night local bands. So kind of in with Paul. Paul like says, hey, come on, I'll set you up. Yeah, I'll get you guys going. Whatever. We show up for our first show, and our first show at the Troubadour, it's like at 8:30 start time or 8:15 or something like that. And they give you half-hour sets. So we get all set up. We're getting ready to go. Everything's on stage. Everything's good. And the security guard comes up to us, and he's like, so, you guys want to get on stage and start playing? We're like, oh, yeah. We're just kind of waiting for some more people to show up. And he looks at his watch. He's like, okay, well, your set started 7 minutes ago. Oh, shit! We ran to the stage and started playing. We had 24 minutes left.
Oh, I've been there, too. It doesn't matter what,
Yeah. No, they have a schedule, and there is no swaying from that schedule.
I've had the exact opposite thing happen where you're opening for somebody who's, the rock star headliner, and you're there, and you're all set up and ready to play, and whoever the manager or the club owner is says, like, let's wait a couple minutes till, a few more people come. And you're like, well, we're ready to play. And they're like, no, let's wait a couple minutes. And then you start playing, and, it gets to the time where you were supposed to end, and the star headliner comes and says, hey, you guys, your time's up. You're done. And I'm like, no. The club owner said we can start late. We're going to play our set. We've got like 2 more songs. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick. I mean, people get such dick-headedness about that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It grosses me out.
We played at a club in Van Nuys, and the local band there that was like in with the club owners and all that stuff. We went like 10, 15 minutes over our set because we had some technical difficulties, but the bartender loved us. Yeah, and like after our first song, he rang the bell, ding, 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 and everybody's like, oh, he never rings the bell on a band. You guys must be really good. So he wanted us to play the entire night, and this is a guy who's like been working there for 30 years.
Nice.
But then that guy shows up, and he's just the next act, and they're just like, dirty stink eyeners from the audience, and as we're getting off, they're like, damn, you guys fucking took so long, what the hell, man? And the manager's yelling at the bartender, and we're just like, what's this fucking dysfunctional pussy bullshit right here?
So I only played the Troubadour once, and it was at the invitation of Mike Watt. He asked me to sit in with, he was doing a project called Banyan. And
I opened for Banyan a few times in
okay.
Tribe Sapien. Yeah, Banyan was a fun band.
Yeah,
with the drawing and the painting
and
all that. That was crazy.
What's his? I can't remember that guy's name.
Steve Perkins.
He was the drummer, yeah. And
yeah.
Watt was playing bass, and we had Nels Klein was also playing guitar, and I was playing guitar, and I think Steve Hodge maybe was playing percussion too or something. Anyway, it was really fun. And Norton Wisdom, that's the cat who would paint on stage live.
Dude, that was amazing.
Really fun. So
that
was
amazing.
That's the only time I played the Troubadour.
Well, yeah, playing with Mike and Banyan, that was cool. They actually helped us start to build a little bit of following. It was nice,
cool.
Playing behind those guys.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that was it was really funny too because Watt's a trippy dude, man. I've known Watt a long time, but man, he's a trippy dude. I went to China at one point, and I told him, hey, I went to China. It was kind of a interesting thing. That was the whole thing with the handover of Hong Kong back to China. Anyway, Watt's like, oh, hey, man, when you go, get me a little red book. I'm like, okay, yeah. So at that show at the Troubadour, I brought it up to him. I go, because I hadn't seen him in a while, and he's like, hey man, I got you this little red book from China. He's like, oh, give it to me when we're beat. I ain't gonna take that shit now. Like, he's so funny. I've given him this thing. He's like, I don't want it. Give it to me later.
So
Okay,
was he having an autistic moment where like, no, I really want it, but not right now. I just can't.
No, I think he just didn't want to be bothered with having to put something somewhere like.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get it.
Yeah,
you're stressed out. You're
trying
trying to get your vibe on and all that. And
yeah, but anyway, it was really fun doing the show, and yeah, that's cool that you opened for Banyan. That's see, we have all these little connections that we did not know about until we started bullshitting here.
Yeah. No, seriously. No, I spent a lot of time in Hollywood, years trying to get signed. Doing the whole, gotta make it, gotta get signed, gotta make it, gotta get signed. Played the Whiskey, the Roxy, the Troubadour, the Key Club, all those places, and 9 out of 10 times we were paying to play, but nonetheless.
Yeah, that's the bane of a musician's life.
Oh, dude, it was brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Had a good time up there. Got to meet a lot of people and realized that you just ain't shit until shit happens.
I mean, I always think that what I always want to spend my focus on, and this is what I did in this last year with my painting, is like I always want to spend my focus on creating art, not like trying to promote it. So I'm the worst fucking promoter in the world. I don't promote my shit.
Did you promote this show tonight?
I did actually post something.
Attaboy.
Yeah, because you prodded me.
See, I'm good at alien prods. Anal prods, for that matter.
Yeah, you said you weren't going to mention that again.
Damn it.
God. Tell you. But my focus is always on the creative and the art, and I think like that's where I want to spend like 90% of my energy and my effort is writing a great song, working on my guitar playing, working on my singing, working on my painting, all that kind of stuff. Like, so, the reason that I nobody knows who the fuck I am is because I don't promote well, and I feel like it's almost like when I do promote stuff, I feel like a whore.
Well, we already know you're a whore.
Yeah, so that just accentuates it.
Yeah, it's okay. Just accept your horridness, and everything will be okay with you.
So I would rather write a song than post something saying, "Hey, look at my shit."
Well, the unfortunate reality is, if somebody else is not out there making noise for you, you have to make noise for you.
Yeah, or not. Or just do the work.
Or just do the work.
See,
and
I'm almost at that point like where I don't give a shit. I do it for me anyway. I do it because I
like it. I agree with you, and I'll tell you what.
And you know what? If nobody else likes it, hey, okay, 5 people like it, fine. 0 people, I don't give a shit. I'm doing it for me. It's very kind of a selfish thing, but it's also...
No, but I want to see you successful out there,
man.
man.
It's also a humanitarian thing. I'm like, this is my creative essence, and I have to do it.
Well, then let Mike on a platter promote you. Okay,
whether I make the money on it is not a factor. It's just like this. I just have to do this. So it may be terrible, but I have to do it.
I understand what you mean, and I've gotten to that place in my life where I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'd like to have some things that really hit and make it big, but the truth of the matter is, I'm a living artist. I enjoy being an artist. I will create, I will design, I will do, and I just have to be doing.
And don't you love it? See, my favorite thing is my favorite part of the day is when I am being creative. When I'm doing that shit. Yeah. That's what I live for.
Especially when it's something creative that you want to do.
Exactly.
That fully fills you.
You're like, okay, this makes me happy. This is way better than, hey, I got a check in the mail. Oh, great. No, wait, I just created this thing that inspires me and makes me.
Oh my God, you guys!
Somebody's
you're not
here.
gonna believe that somebody's here to visit us.
We have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, run this while I let the varmint in.
Well, what were we talking about? We were talking about, hey, can I sample that for my next record? Garage door opener.
Isn't that the best sound in the world? Oh my God, you guys. You're not going to believe it.
It sounds like freedom.
It does sound like freedom. You're not going to believe who's here. He's
George.
here.
Howdy, Jorge. Nice to meet you.
It's Jorge.
Is it okay if I call you Jorge?
Of course it is.
I mean, I don't want to.
Okay,
I
quit.
don't want to overstep.
I'll get it. You sit your ass down, okay? It's time for your peeps to know that you're here, motherfucker. Yes, that's right. Get your beer.
All right.
And sit down. There he is with no further ado, Jorge. Yay.
Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you as well.
Dude, we have been having the best time tonight talking about so much fun stuff.
Yeah, I've been listening.
Nice, dude.
I'm sorry.
So far,
That's all I got. That's my stock response.
I didn't catch the alien bit. You said you had some
Oh.
experiences.
No, I actually said I didn't.
Oh, okay.
But I've always felt like that I was left here, and someday they're gonna come back and get me.
Oh yeah, they're gonna come back and get all of us.
Yeah. Well, all the ones that matter.
Yeah. So what do you do?
Make that a double, would you?
Yes, sir.
Well, as little as I have to, I guess.
Nice. So I see
No,
you're.
I mean, I met Eric as I was a graphic designer for a company, and
Right there, the little senor. Hand me the senor.
oh,
Show the senor the camera.
orale.
for a company.
Orale.
So you met him while he was working at Wellington or
He
Primary?
worked at Wellington, yeah.
Oh wow, so that long ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago, and we became pals. I worked under this, for this guy who was a really cool guy, but he gave me some kind of wild deadlines, and I was used to being a designer, not a designer and a print buyer, so it was kind of a little thing where I had to okay, I got to get this stuff in 2 days, and luckily.
Give it to Wellington.
Luckily, I worked with Eric, who actually could get it done. And cheers to that, dude.
Oh, yeah,
for all
dude.
that.
Dude.
We had some,
For
we had
sure.
some fun
For sure.
times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I worked at Wellington too, and that's where I met Eric.
Oh, okay. Wow. Small world.
Oh yeah. And
Bum.
dude, the shit we would turn around at that place was insane. Like people would show up and be like, "Dude, I need this in an hour." You got it.
That was
Dude,
probably the
That was our
company I worked
fame.
for.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, my God.
I think I got gray hair from that
But
shit.
dude, that's what it takes to make it in this world. I swear to God, everybody. If you're the last minute Joe who can suck a dick for
Oh,
for
well,
20 hours, then hey, you got the gig.
You're on fire, yeah.
As long as it makes you $1,000 a day.
No, it's making somebody else $1,000 a day. That's the problem.
Oh.
Not me.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's an ironic spin of irony there, you know.
It's all right, man. You had fun. I had
Yeah.
fun.
No, we had a lot of fun. Wellington was a fun place to work. I gotta say, it was super fun.
And I gotta say, you made my hell much more enjoyable. Yeah, deal with you was always a pleasure
Nah.
because you were always totally professional. You got that shit done, and you took my shitty ass files and made them look good. And yeah, so
I was a professional, motherfucker.
that's right. Well, so was I, but I was just cast into a new role all of a sudden.
No, it was great, dude.
Hey,
It was good.
you're not just a designer. You're the print buyer, and you better get this shit done in a day.
Oh my
You know,
God,
That's
dude.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was a fun time.
So what do you do now?
I'm still doing graphic design stuff. I work for a company that does incentive travel stuff, and I basically was furloughed the whole last year,
Oh, okay.
and I've just recently started working again, and I'm really not liking it because it's like work.
It's
Oh,
work.
man.
Hey, what on the whole furlough thing? How did that actually work? Did you get like a decent amount of money or?
Well, yeah, I got unemployment, and there was certain points where they, gave you a little bit.
Were they like
more.
almost seemed like they overpaid you? It was like that for me at least.
Really?
Yeah, because at one point I'm like, holy shit! Like they gave me two grand. You know this like
$2,000. I never got that much.
Yeah, but then
Oh,
they
yeah.
stiffed you for like 8 months, right?
Oh.
yeah, but then they stiffed me for 8 months.
No, I was pretty consistent. They were pretty good for like a long time, and the thing was, at that time you weren't going anywhere. You weren't spending any money.
Mhm.
All you had to do was buy food and pay the rent, mortgage,
Beer.
whatever. Yeah, of course, beer. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that goes into the food category.
Yeah. Let's
like, babe-
let's keep it all straight here.
It's not just for breakfast anymore.
It's like your wife comes at you, babe. What happened to the $1,000 we had under the bed? I don't know.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
As you're pouring yourself some fancy whiskey.
Hey, do you have your phone, dude? If not, I've just been
I
ones you want.
I have my regular phone.
I know, don't worry about it. It's no big deal.
Did you get my text about the audio?
Yeah, right here, I can
Mhm.
see that it's going through clearly, so I'm not
Okay.
sure.
It should
You
be
know.
fine then. It was probably just my
Am I doing
network at
something
work.
wrong?
Oh no, you're good.
I know I'm doing
Is
something
it me? Am I doing something wrong? No, it's me. It's me, isn't it me? Okay, so we went through. Let's see, what did we go through? Recap real quick. What did we?
I have
Scott,
no
what did we go
fucking
through?
idea.
We went through a lot of good shit.
So you're a musician.
Yeah, we talked about some band that I was in. I did play in a band called Chum. It was a surf band. We did a song for a documentary about Bruce's Beach, which is a beach in Manhattan Beach that the city stole from the Bruce family, who were African American, and now they're going to give it back.
They got
Anyway,
ousted.
they're doing it. Yeah, thank fuck. And they're going to give the property back to the Bruce family. Anyway, we did a song that's going to be in a documentary about that. That was Chum, the drummer from that band. My good friend Adrian passed. I play in another band that's a rockabilly band. We're going to do some new recording. We got some gigs. I play in another band called the Southwest Biscuit Company that does Western Swing, and we're going to play at Viva Las Vegas in September. I think that's it. And we talked about aliens.
Yes.
Nice.
Wait. Okay. Let's get on the aliens. Okay. We just scratched the surface of this. Okay. Because this is the part where Mike on a platter shines.
Do you think if aliens do exist, do you think they play any instruments?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
What do you think they look like? The instruments.
Oh, I think they look like a mix of whatever that was Spock played in Enterprise, and
Some of the instruments from Star Wars.
yeah.
Like the ones at the bar?
But they've also got some like Paul Bigsby style and flair from the 50s too. So they're kind of like that. My favorite space age shit is 50s space age shit. I don't know
Okay.
about you guys, but
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Does that
50s space age is
does
the
this
best.
qualify for an alien instrument?
Maybe.
Okay. No, not really.
Is that
No.
a ukulele?
Yeah,
No.
it's trying to be a ukulele. I play ukulele. That I wouldn't play that.
Okay. Okay. This is kind of cool. That's
That
kind of
looks
cool.
like what?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just
Just a bunch of.
it's a Strat with
It look-
something on it.
It looks like somebody put some real time into this thing, though.
Have you seen those videos of people creating guitars out of like noodles and crayons and all kinds of other
What?
shit?
No.
What?
Yeah. So they take they make a block of whatever thickness these guitars are usually at, right? They put all these pieces of material together, whether it's literally noodles like Maruchan noodles.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
or-
Okay. Here's an alien instrument. Okay.
Oh yeah, literally.
Now that is an alien instrument.
Oh.
Look at that.
Okay. Look up
That's
look up
nice
noodle
carving.
guitar.
Which one?
Noodle guitar or a guitar made of noodles. You'll see it.
And if you get hungry, you can have a snack. during the
Wait,
day.
but first I gotta know: is this the instrument that Spock was playing?
Not a harp.
Yes, that is what I was referring to. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay. Wait, noodle instrument. You said.
Just put guitar made of noodles.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking say this shit.
What they do
Okay.
is they put all this material together and they pour resin in it, right? And then it
Right,
makes
like
it
you pour it
solid.
into a mold.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
resin.
yeah. And then they,
Guitar made of noodles.
did it come up?
Well, like what kind of noodles?
Eric's gonna go after the show. Eric's gonna go to the restroom. And be like guitar made of penises.
Yes. Now you're talking.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. Let's get back to
You
that.
promise not to tell.
Scott.
Stop it, George. My wife listens.
Scott.
Come on.
Quit being frisky. Scott. Stop.
I'm not.
You're being frisky again.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me look up more of these fucking guitars. Oh my god.
I think one dude even made a guitar out of stereo.
So I got a neighbor who started making
All
guitars.
right. Well, that's the coup d'etat of the
Mm.
That looks
Show, Scott.
looks like a ramen guitar.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Dude.
Ramen.
It's making me hungry.
Okay, but what does this have to do with aliens?
I don't know. I guess if we're this creative, I wonder what the aliens play.
Okay, they play.
I mean, you think
Um,
they grab like the moon rock and like
They play these.
I think they learned a Chuck Berry song like Johnny Be Good because I think it was broadcast out in the cosmos, and
Oh,
they,
yeah,
they heard that shit and went like, "Oh, Earth, there's the country boy named Johnny Be Good."
Yeah, right.
They play that shit on whatever instrument they play. They figured that out.
Okay, what's the other guitar made of what? Or instrument made of what?
Crayons.
Wow. Hey, you know what? I saw a thing today about some guy who had a what's that thing you walk on when you exercise? A treadmill, right? And he put Hot Wheels cars on it and had a race.
Oh yeah. And
seen that?
who gets there first?
Yeah,
or who wins?
they kind of all eventually they all kind of fall off.
Okay,
and it's the last man standing.
here's your crayon guitar. Okay, there it is.
Oh, nice.
Zoom in.
Okay.
Zoom in
I
on
would
that
play
shit.
that
Yeah, that looks awesome.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go to the.
better than that alien uke. Buh.
Oh, one second.
That wasn't very user friendly.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck
Yeah.
it. But you know, anything that they did on Star Trek was pretty damn cool because it was revolutionary and beyond its time.
Well, and there was always the thing in Star Wars about my favorite scene was the aliens in the bar. You know, the bar scene. Like that was just like,
no, it's almost like popcorn music they were playing on there.
yeah, and I think that whoever directed that must have been the most fun thing to do, right?
Yeah, because that shit's
what would
eternal.
what would a bar on another planet be like?
Yeah.
Wow, how cool is that to work on that project? I want to work on
Dude.
that. I want to do an alien bar scene.
Yeah, right. How rad would that be?
You create completely new characters, right? There's these aliens because it's a bar, so everybody comes into a fucking bar, right? So you got these guys from some planet that like wow.
I feel like we should get together and do a skit. And start building props and make our own fucking
I think
bar
a
scene.
skit is forming right now. My name is Beldar.
Hang on. I'm gonna play this alien bar scene. Here we go.
Oh, we're gonna get copyrighted.
Oh, son of a
Just
bitch.
letting you
Really?
know.
Infringement.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Cease and fucking desist.
Yes, don't play that shit, Eric.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
He was so happy.
I finally found it.
Good idea, but yeah, George Lucas is not gonna like that.
Yeah. Oh man, Disney's gonna come after your house.
Okay, so even if I show that for 2 seconds,
I don't even play the first note of that damn song.
Don't even.
okay,
Yeah,
no music
don't
went
even
on.
look at it. Don't even. You can't even look
Dude,
at it.
no music went on. They
Yeah.
can fuck off. They can suck my fucking dick. Okay, nothing. No music. Nothing. Okay.
I wonder if there's like some algorithm out there just like perfect another victim, and then it's like, oh,
We own him.
We are officially banned from YouTube. So, dude.
Is there such a thing as YouTube jail?
there is.
Yeah,
And-
when you're,
and
when
I
you're like
there's
trying to make
FB
something happen.
Yeah, there's even a Facebook jail.
Oh, I know
The
that.
banning.
Oh, everybody that I know has been in Facebook jail.
Oh yeah, I've been banned for 24 hours. A buddy of mine was banned for a month
Yeah.
for saying stupid shit. I mean, it's crazy. Big tech
What the
controlling.
fuck?
Yeah, dude, there's no free world on the internet anymore.
No,
Define stupid shit.
Yeah, there used to be. Well, I mean, there still is, right? If you dig deep, but the dream of the '90s, having a free world to just do whatever the fuck you want on the internet, these are long gone.
Right, but the problem is you get these people who just, not to go political, but start espousing completely insane theories that are factually non-existent.
Yeah.
And they get credence, and it's like, yeah, but you're just a guy in your basement making shit up and posting a video. That's not factual. There's nothing to back that up. So those guys, I get it,
Yeah, and there's a lot of people on there that get offended over the stupid shit.
Hey, what basement are we in right now?
You're in my basement, motherfucker. But hey, you know what, dude?
Disney's
Vince
basement.
Fox does his homework. He draws some interesting conclusions sometimes. Not all of them I agree with, but some of them are undeniable. I mean, the research he does, and he dude.
Yeah,
Vince's
I will
research
say
is
Vince
fucking good.
James is pretty awesome. He's a cool dude too.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, everybody thinks he's a dick. I mean, he could be, but he's cool. I like him.
You know what?
Did you guys hear Ted Nugent got COVID?
Oh yeah. I
Not
read
to be
that.
political, but
Yeah, and he didn't believe in it, and then he got it, and he put out a statement saying that he almost died, or he felt like he was dying,
yeah,
and now he believes in it.
Oh yeah,
couldn't
so-
happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah. Oh, all of a sudden, hey, you know what?
guess what, man? They're trying to take your guns, and you got COVID. What a great year! What a great year for you.
Freedom!
Yeah.
Yeah.
America, boy.
America, damn it!
Talking my language now.
You know, it's funny. As much as we talk about COVID on the show, and we talk about the this and the that, and oh, this is inflated and that's inflated, and this is bullshit and that's bullshit. This is real, that's real. I mean, I think a lot of it is kind of hyper exaggerated. But the truth of the matter is, what did we do? Except, you know, I mean, there was a few times where, you know, Jorge, you and I, we didn't wear a mask, and we were being rebellious like we are right now, or whatever. But out in public, we wore our masks. We social
played the
distanced.
game.
We played the game because, hey, you got to be a good steward in the end. You may not believe in it as intently as some people do, but the truth of the matter is, you know, you still got to play the game. It's just how it is.
You don't want to go out there looking like a fucking Karen, dude.
It's like a social nicety too, you know, right? Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to be Karen.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the guy who's wearing a fucking pink panty G-string on your face in protest.
At Walmart.
That guy's an idiot.
It's my mask, boy.
Yeah. His mom's proud of him.
Mm-hmm. No, I actually saw a guy at the Ralph's that's closing up in the corner there. And I saw with there, and I actually thought it was kind of funny at the moment. I said, "Dude, can I take a picture?" And I gotta take this picture. That's kind of funny because in the moment I was having one of those, you know, like I'm protesting kind of moments. But now I think back on it, it's like, dude, really?
Yeah. The that Rouse is closing.
Yeah.
It's closed. I went there to get beer tonight, and it was closed.
Why? I know they have like that that fucking pole. That's
I give you $20, Scotty, and what do you come back with?
Beer?
All right, yeah.
I could have got magic beans.
You put them in the ear. Cheers, buddy.
I want to cheers too.
Padunk.
Mm.
Hey, you know, there was a magic bean store between where I was going. I almost pulled in.
You almost bought the beans, Jack.
Hey, I'm a believer.
Me too. I'm a believer too. I believe too. I believe I'm gonna get alien probed.
Wow.
You mean you didn't already?
He has. He's a
Well,
denier.
It's not. I'm not a denier anymore.
Denier!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, denial is the river.
Denial is indeed a river. All right.
Is
So
that a reference to something?
yeah.
No.
What?
No, it's not.
No?
Not even close.
Okay. Forget I asked.
Have you ever floated down the Nile?
Oh.
We got a winner. We got
Wow.
a chicken dinner.
funny.
Mummified is the best way to go.
Yes, indeed.
That was a great dad joke.
It's a total dad joke. Yeah, old
What is-
dudes.
what-
rule.
wait, shit, I'm trying to think of what is that movie that Johnny Depp's in? I really like it. Where he's
Matrix.
Pirates?
yeah, no, before that, it's a Jim Jarmusch movie. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. Too many IPAs.
I'm gonna look it up for you.
Anyway, he's it's called Dead Man. That's the name of it.
Oh, okay.
Dead Man, and he floats down the river. You know, like that's kind of the spiritual thing that the Native Americans do. They put you in a canoe and float you down the river towards the ocean for your
Okay.
final resting place. It's a great movie. It's got Iggy Pop in it too.
Is that him? Right there. Is
Yeah,
that the character?
that's Dead Man. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's also got Mitchum in it too. His final role, I think, in a movie was in that. It's a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. Dead Man.
Some cool video on there. Hey, get your hands away from that mic, boy.
Sorry?
There you go. Yeah, I think it was you.
Yeah, it was me.
Okay.
I've never seen this movie.
Yeah, me neither.
It's good.
It's good. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's got Iggy Pop in it, and
Oh damn.
yeah, the classic line from it is "stupid fucking white man." Yeah, it's a great movie. It's your homework. Watch it,
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
kind of
we'll
all
watch it.
stupid.
then
in the
discuss.
end. Indeed. Nah, you know what? It's so funny. Everybody gets so wrapped up in this whole race shit, and you know, smart person this, dumb person that, this race, that race. Fuck, man, I've seen some dumbass motherfucking crackers in my life. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, too many to yeah.
There's dumb people everywhere, Eric.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm waiting for the aliens. Get me the fuck out of
I
here.
know, dude. Seriously. I mean, how long do we keep putting up with this silly fucking shit? And the media is just going nuts on this shit.
Mm-hmm. You know what it'll take to unite us, Eric?
A threat from another.
Hey,
There you go.
I'm dying to wait. What? What? What will it take?
Who-
Jorge, enlighten this
Okay, but first-
semi-awoken person.
was it Reagan that said it?
That is correct.
Okay, so Reagan made a speech, or I don't know if he said a speech, but quote, he said, "In order to unite humanity, or the day that humanity unites, is when we get an outside threat from another world."
Those
Something-
were Reagan's fucking words.
something
dude.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Not verbatim, but
I wonder if that was before or after he was a spokesman for GE. Just curious as the time frame.
No, this was during his presidency.
Oh, okay, so that was after.
Hang on, I'll see if I can find that quote. We had it in our drive, right?
I think so. Yeah,
Because
you can probably just look up on Google.
that to me insinuates that he had some knowledge that we don't. And
All
be-
those
and-
presidents,
and
all those presidents have knowledge that we don't.
of course, but they don't leak it like that. Is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That is actually a monumental leak of a president to admit that there is knowledge of alien encounters and the fact that at some point we may have to defend ourselves. So
Yeah. It says, perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond.
well, I actually
Is
like
that it?
I actually like the sentiment because it kind of is what I think has happened a lot in this past year, where people have come together as people and said, like, look, we can't be all treated like cattle.
Yeah.
We're all human, and whatever it takes to make us join together. And I actually like that sentiment of, if there was some exterior force that was threatening us, I think we would all come together and say,
Yeah.
fuck, it's us against them,
Well, I think the external force right now is social media that's coming against private companies and conglomerates that are trying to have a narrative that is other than what
Big
we the
tech.
people know is true.
The elite.
And how are you going to stop that? How are you going to stop us? How are you going to stop us from wanting to tell the truth and wanting to say, hey, look, we're all human beings just like you. You don't have privilege. Just because you have money and power doesn't mean you have privilege. You're still a human being.
Oh, Eric, but there's no stopping them.
fight the power.
Whatever.
Fight
We're
the
going to be
power.
slaves for a long time.
Oh man, you make it sound like a Monday morning.
I know, dude. That's such a Monday morning statement. Yeah, as Jorge's fucking working till 8 fucking
Oh my
15 for
God.
the man.
Dude, yeah.
Tell us about your job, brother.
Today
Tell us
was
about your
It
job.
was a pretty bad day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've just been super busy, and we're getting close to the busy season, and the company I work for, they do a lot of corrugate. That's their main focus, and they're the big dogs in the industry. And so we work with clients like Walmart, Costco, Target. One of our clients is Untitled, and they do work for all kinds of other big, companies.
How
and
many
shit.
times did I talk shit about those companies on
Oh,
this
yeah.
podcast?
Yeah, a lot
How
of
about
times.
Chick-fil-A?
But we're all integrated. What can we do?
Exactly. So we're just getting close to that busy season, and we're overwhelmed right now. We're still actively hiring people, but not fast enough. These guys like to hire like good people. They don't just
Yeah.
hire anybody, right?
Yeah.
But
Define good people.
well, people that apply online and don't ask for $100,000, like this idiot.
Oh,
did.
you mean when I asked for $220,000, that was asking for too much?
Exactly. He's like, I'm not going unless they pay me that much.
Hey,
oh,
well,
okay.
if
Okay, why
I'm
would
gonna
I-
have to
why
get
would
up
I
off
change
the
my job?
couch, I mean,
Dude, why
make
would
it
why
worth
would I
my
change
damn
job?
while? I mean, come on.
No, I got a good gig where I work, man. I really do, And it's tough sometimes, and it's stressful, and I got to deal with some real egos. But fuck it, you know what? I'm kind of have some respect going my way.
Okay.
I hate people
Keep
myself.
telling yourself that. I know. I hate everybody.
I'm an equal opportunity hater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel the same way sometimes. I'm at work and everybody's just so jolly and happy and they want to be friends, but I'm just like, leave me alone, fucker.
Yeah.
So let me sit in my corner and
Andy
do my
Kaufman never did well in groups.
work. Oh, I mean, I do when I want to be. I choose to be social with, the right people.
Yeah, when it's on your terms, it's
Yeah,
okay.
but when it's like, hey, you want to go to lunch?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Right? I'd rather take a nap or
Yeah.
anything, go to the vending machine.
Can we just
Yeah.
watch this video of Eric getting probed?
No, I'm a social butterfly. I just like that.
We have that on video?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's somewhere in the vault.
Yeah, somewhere in the vault.
Password
Vault
69420.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find that. I'll look it up real quick.
You're gonna find the video?
Did you guys see that?
You're a brave man to expose yourself to that sort of.
It wasn't by choice.
It never is.
No, it never is.
Who knows? Maybe they asked him. Eric's like, okay, one last time.
I'm kind of getting used to it.
Okay, there's
like
there's
it.
Cartman getting the alien probe. Okay. All right. And then every time he farted after that, fire came out of his ass. And then at one point, some shit was coming out of his ass, like a telescope and all kinds of stuff. It was pretty funny. Did you guys ever see that episode of South
yeah.
Park?
Yeah, that's an old one.
Yeah. He farts, and every time he farts, it probes.
What happened at Christmas?
With who?
The Christmas poo?
Oh, yeah, Hanky the Christmas
Oh.
Poo. Oh, dude, that was so rad.
I mean, was that an alien-based bowel movement?
Hey, George,
Mm-hmm.
since you're still, kind of young
Mm-hmm.
compared to us, is South Park still a thing or is that gone?
Oh, it's still a thing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so is Family Guy.
Okay, but like, do people watch the classic original ones and go, whoa, fuck yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah, and they're up there. Thank God that they haven't taken them down or
so
censored them.
they're like classics?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
But the funny thing is, a lot of millennials make fun of other millennials who take offense to the dumbest shit by saying, "How can a generation that grew up with South Park and Family Guy be offended by so much shit?" And it's the truth.
And when a
There's some
fucking
truth to
radio
that, yeah.
when a radio disc comes out of your ass when you fart, okay, come on.
Yeah, but it is crazy. I mean, and when I think back to those episodes, it's like, fuck, how could they get away with this shit?
You know why?
It's
You know
awesome.
why? You know why the generation that grew up with that shit is so offended by that shit now?
Why?
It's because we've been brainwashed.
Not me.
Either that or they don't drink enough.
Yeah.
They don't drink enough, or they're too up fucking tight, or
Or
you know
they haven't
what?
been
You know
probed
what?
enough.
This thing, this
Mhm.
device right here, don't fucking believe everything that comes out of it. God damn it.
No. Comes from the person
Will.
that reads Fox News every day.
Let me. Yeah, no, not me, motherfucker. No, you know what? I read them all. I read them all equally. I read all of them equally. I'll peruse all of them just to keep checks on all the different
Oh,
sides and
come on.
opinions.
Show us your Tucker Carlson tattoo. Come on.
No, I tried.
He's got a tramp stamp. That's what it is.
Ah, TC tramp stamp.
No, I actually have a hairy lower on my back. I got that little patch of hair that like sits there. My wife's like, "You better fucking shave that shit. I don't want to see that anymore. Okay, you're a hairy lower. Don't like it. You want to see my hairy lower?
I don't.
No thanks.
Yes,
No.
you do.
No, don't show
No,
it. Eric.
no,
You're gonna get us banned
no.
again. Oh, it's not that bad. Come on.
That's because I shaved that shit now.
Wait, but you didn't go a little lower where the TC is.
The
I
thing
don't,
is,
I don't want to
Eric,
get kicked off of YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm already getting kicked off of YouTube. It's
the thing is,
here,
Eric
so.
doesn't have an ass crack. It's just
Dude.
You'll never make it
I
as a
didn't-
plumber. I'm telling you.
No, I didn't make it all the way down. That's what it was. So,
That's what she said.
yes, that's right. She needs to stop saying that.
I mean, Michael Scott is rolling over in his grave, and he's not even dead yet.
oh yeah, The Office. That's another show.
My
Push some boundaries.
my stapler.
You know, it took me. I loved that movie so much, and I had to tell my sister, who worked in an office for years, you have to. She just did not watch it. And when she finally watched it, she went, "Oh my God, why didn't you tell me? I go, I told you!
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told you to watch that movie for 10 years.
Public announcement.
It's the funniest fucking movie. If you work in an office, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Classic.
Yeah. No, if you work in the office, you get every single personality type.
Yeah.
Every single one.
You're
on
going to
the
have to
spectrum.
work this weekend. Yeah.
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 Hey, Jorge, tell us about working this weekend, actually. Tell us about working tonight.
Yeah.
Really? What do you mean?
Really? What was it like tonight?
At work?
Yeah, work.
Hectic.
It was like work.
Just busy.
Like what?
Training.
Training what?
Purchasing.
Purchasing what?
Materials.
Materials for what?
Corrugate displays.
Quarters.
And
the-
blister packs.
For who?
And ancillary items.
It burns.
This one is for Costco, and it's the Oculus palette display.
Damn, dude, that's big time right there.
Yep.
Dang, bro, you got a serious job.
Oh, yeah.
Power, bro.
Not really.
No?
No.
His
I'm not
eyes
making
are
a big-
looking like.
Yeah, no.
Nah, that
No,
shit
I'm
ain't
not-
happening.
I'm not
Nah,
the executive
you got the
level
wrong
yet.
shit right there.
Yeah. I'm working for pennies. No, I'm kidding. I mean, yeah, it's a
Well,
great job,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean, sometimes it's like, man, I wish there was more, you know? I wish I could be doing something else. I wish I was an entertainer.
Well, you kind of are an
Don't we
entertainer
all?
right now.
Or I wish I made bank off, you know?
Okay,
I just want to make Sublime money.
we're
I don't
gonna
want to make
no.
Bezos money.
You know what? My whole thing is the older I get. Let me tell you my one perspective that I think is really important. I don't give a shit about money. I give a shit about time.
Yeah.
I want my time. I know I have a finite few years left on this planet. I don't want fucking money. I want to be able to do what I want every minute of the rest of my years.
Yep. That,
And it takes money to do that
Mhm.
because when you have money, then you get to choose what you do. But it's not the money that I want. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking time.
yeah. That kind of reminds me of an interview with was it Bob Marley? He's been interviewed by somebody, and he asks him, do you make a lot of money from your records? You have a lot of money in the bank, and he's just super confused about what he's trying to get at, right? And the guy's like, well, let's say, do you have $1 million? And he's like, no, I don't really care about money. Money isn't a priority. My priority is life. That's my riches.
Yeah.
And it's like, holy shit.
It's true. Well, we had
That's
that conversation
awesome.
earlier. We were both.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I'm the happiest is when I'm creating. That's when I feel like the time of the day that I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to do.
So do you think the people who have the money, you think they're really happy?
Well, it depends. They might be. Like, if I had enough money to do what I wanted, then fuck yeah, I'd be happy. Because I gotta tell you, this past year when I wasn't working and I got to do what I wanted, I was creative.
Mhm.
And I started doing a bunch of different things. I started carving wood. I started painting. I started coming up with these ideas that I had time to execute, where in the past I'd always come up with ideas and I'd be like, oh, that's going to be on the shelf. I'll do that someday, right? Well, this was like I had the time to do it. So I started executing stuff, and I felt like, wow, I would do one thing and see it all the way through. And then the next idea would come and boom, see it through. And I was like, this is the way to live.
Mhm.
When you can actually have an idea and make it happen and not be like, oh no, I have to provide for my family and otherwise I will be homeless unless I do some other bullshit job to make money. So
Being an artist who gets to do campaigns and actually do the campaigns that you want and make money at it so you can sustain your living is like a dream.
yeah, that's it. That's what it is. It's like when you wake up and you just go, oh, I get to work on this thing that I'm totally into. Man, when you get to do that, I get up early, and I'm not an early riser. Believe me, I'm a musician, so I go to bed late. But I'll get up at 7 o'clock and make a pot of coffee and start pounding on it because I'm stoked. I'm into it. But that doesn't happen when you're working for somebody else and it's some bullshit thing that you don't give a crap about, but you're doing it for the money. Hello? That's the reality of the world we live in,
Right.
It sucks ass. But
I feel bad for the people that actually focus and give a shit. It's like, man,
Yeah, right.
You're like, are you lost?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, man.
But when you ever work for a corporation and they send you those meetings like, we're gonna have this fucking team building fucking thing. And you're
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
oh my god, you
That's-
people are so fucked.
Yep.
You're just.
The company I work for is just like that. We have meetings all the time, and it's improvement and getting togetherness, and
suck me.
like the state of where we're at, and oh my god, it's like, dude,
There's something called overkill in that, okay? When you're like trying to pump your employees up all the time, and you're spoiling them and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, that's good, but they still need to fucking work. You gotta have a happy balance
Yep.
there.
My personal version of hell is a 24/7 team building exercise. I think there would be nothing worse than that fucking bullshit. Sorry.
no, yeah, I agree.
I'm not a corporatist. I don't get that mindset. And people that are like buy into that shit and get excited about it, I'm like, wow. This is why I'm waiting for the alien ship to fucking take me home, because this is not my genetic makeup. I'm not.
Had enough, had you?
I'm not the corporate, like, yay, let's fucking do this for the corporation and you'll get fucked on the way, but you'll be happy because you're a subject of the. Yeah, no, it doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Yeah.
I'd feel differently about all of it
If you got paid $200,000,
Well, we all might.
220. Did somebody tell you to ask for that one?
you told me. You said, "Oh, I asked for a crazy amount, dude. What's the amount?" Let me tell you.
Oh no, I asked for way more than that, dude. But it doesn't matter. What matters is I think I would be more inspired.
What does Jeff Bezos make in 1 minute?
Let's
Can I have just half of that?
Yeah.
yes. No, if I could just have a little sliver of the pie. No, the truth of the matter is if we felt like we were working towards a humanity and a world that wasn't fully concerned on how much money you make and whether you can sell cheap, pointless crap to people, maybe we would all feel better about our jobs and our corporate lives. You know? Maybe if we felt like
Maybe.
it was going somewhere positive and productive, and it wasn't just a complete rape of the earth and lining the pockets of people at the top who are becoming billionaires on those that suffer. I mean, dude, that model's fucked up.
So what if it remained the way it is right now, right? You weren't going anywhere, but they had a better schedule, so you can spend more time with your family. So instead of working 8-hour days, 5 8-hour days, you worked 5 4-hour days.
Yeah,
Okay, so some sanity to the
Right.
whole thing.
But
Now,
I think that's
you know
the way
what?
they'll get people to fall in line, is if they do that.
And
Otherwise,
because
people are going to rebel and say, like, this is bullshit.
yeah, and in some places, Spain, they're doing trials on that.
Well,
4-day.
you know what? I'll tell you what. If you look up the statistics, and I could pull them up, but I remember reading them. Gen Xers, which is our generation, you and me, Scott. Okay, our generation has a better work-life balance. Would you agree? Are you a Gen Xer?
I hope so.
You hope you're a Gen Xer, or you?
No, I hope I have a better work-life balance. Yeah.
Work-life balance.
I'd like to think you do. But
Do you think that's how
work-life
you
balance,
feel now, or is this how you felt when you were younger?
which way?
Like the work-life balance. I mean, have you always? I mean, when you were younger, were you all about work? Like, fuck yeah, I'll put in 80 hours in 1 week. 'cause I'm a beast.
No,
I was
it's
never
not
like
healthy.
that.
It's not healthy. It's just not healthy.
I always wanted to go surfing.
Nice.
Ask anybody who works 80 hours a week, week after week after week after week, if they're happy.
Blah. 80 hours a week, man, that's
You,
like,
you have to balance
Let
your
me
life.
call the folks
Wait,
at
if you did
PR1.
80 hours a week, that's more than a 10-hour day, 7 days a week.
Yeah, the guys
That's a lot of freaking work.
the guys where I work, the account managers, they show up at 6 and they leave around 6 or 7 every single day, and sometimes they work later,
That's wild.
and sometimes they come on weekends.
That's wild. How would you know, Eric? Because you're busting your ass too.
I'm sorry, I don't work like that.
Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure you're okay.
No, I'm going
Blink
home.
twice if you need help.
Okay, I'll answer emails and I'll answer phone calls if needed, but I'm going home. Okay?
I
I
don't think those guys are writing songs.
No, they're not.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I show up in the office for 8 hours, 9 hours plus a lunch break, and then I'm done. That's enough.
Nice.
If I need to work at home, I will, but I got shit that needs to be done at home. It's not all about work.
Yep. I like that.
That's the way it should be. Yeah.
That's the way it should be. Now, granted, once in a while you're gonna have a project that comes up, and like Jorge tonight that had to stay till 8:30,
Yeah.
8:45. Every now and then those come up. They
Yep.
come up. But if it's all the time, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
that's no way to live.
No! Who wants-
Unless you're making 200,000.
You know what? If you're working 12 hours a
hour.
day, that's called indentured servitude.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
That's right.
You got a nice radio voice.
I got a face for it too.
Yes, you do, Scotty.
You could be in a commercial.
Scotty.
Why don't you read this bottle like Stone Delicious IPA.
Yeah, indeed.
Oops. Stone Delicious IPA.
A gluten reduced
Wait, do that.
citrusy IPA.
It's on sale on 420.
On sale at
Which-
420.
Unfortunately, that was yesterday. So come back next year for the sale.
It's 420 every day in my book. Just kidding. I can't say stuff like that because Eric will call me a stoner and a piece of shit.
Oh, come on, marijuana's
Liberal.
legal now.
Hey, I eat my gummies. It's full
Nice.
spectrum.
Yeah,
I love it. I don't like to smoke that much because if all it takes is one puff too many, and you're like, okay, I can't do anything the rest of the day.
Yeah, and the shit that they're selling now is some GMO government bullshit. That gets you too high,
It's
makes you
too
stupid.
much, man.
No comment.
Yeah. So
Uh,
I take the fifth.
regulated doses are good. Of anything, microdosing is good. Microdosing is good on many levels.
Yeah, like, even this past weekend I did some heroin and goddamn. It's not the same anymore.
Just tossed it out so casually.
I know that was like such a casual throw out. I love that.
Hey, I have a few questions for you.
I'm gonna grab a beer. Anyone else want a beer if there's any?
Yes,
Oh.
please.
Okay.
Sure, I'll have one more. I'm gonna name off some bands /
Okay.
musicians, and you don't need to compare them by genre or anything. But I do want you to pick one. Choose one out of these.
Okay.
Right.
My usual answer to a multiple choice question is yes. So
Okay.
we'll see how this goes.
All right. So between Elton John and Bob Dylan.
Well, I would definitely take Bob Dylan, but I still love Elton John. I mean, Bob Dylan is, to me, as a songwriter,
Thank you.
like lyrically,
Mhm.
he's the shit. And Elton didn't write the lyrics; Bernie Taupin did. So, if you're comparing Bob Dylan to Bernie Taupin, that would be a little more apt, maybe. But
Okay.
but I love them both. But I'm just like, as far as writing goes, Dylan's the shit, man.
That was well
Okay.
said,
Yeah, that
Mr.
was well
McLean. I
said.
gotta say, because you identified the source of the creativity
I like that.
from a original creation perspective.
You hear that, Adam? That's the way you should have answered that shit. God damn it.
Poor Adam.
Who's Adam?
Some wiener.
No, it's AJ. Goddammit.
Original Sin.
You can't get mad at me for saying that because. Right?
No, I talked to Adam today. Adam's actually hooking us up with something potentially.
Oh, nice.
I take it all back.
Okay, so I was telling Scott earlier that remember Paul from Soundscape Media Group came down and we did the Bone Daddies were here.
Yep.
Okay, so Paul's got a studio up there,
Okay.
and we might be able to work something out where we can have like a podcast combo with a live performance and all that stuff
Up where?
in Van Nuys. But it would be like
Okay.
once a month, some kind of thing or something. That's what I'm trying to work out for us.
That would be awesome because if we could line up somebody to interview once, maybe if we can squeeze a second interview in 1 month.
I'm thinking like a band a month, and it'll be like, they play some songs, we talk to them, create some intimacy with the band, so that people get to understand.
Intimacy.
Scott, quit taking your pants on. I'm not giving you another anal probe, okay?
Come on, the camera's on. They know you're just full of shit.
I know. Okay. So, but anyway, so I'm trying to work that out with Adam. So it would be a Radio KJW plus Soundscape Media Group kind of sponsored event, and we just do it once a month. What do you think of that?
That sounds great.
Okay.
Do you know who the Bone Daddies are?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice. You should watch that episode. It's pretty cool.
I shall. That's my homework.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Those guys are cool.
so they released a new vinyl. It's actually some of their old recordings remastered, and
I heart vinyl, by the way.
You do?
I have a house and a garage full. My wife and my daughter will kill me, but yeah, I have thousands of albums.
Why would they kill you?
Because I still keep buying more.
Oh my God, they don't understand.
Okay, you have a
I'm
vinyl,
a vinyl
fetish.
junkie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a
I'll
vinyl
admit it.
fetish.
Okay, I'm a vinyl junkie.
I'm a CD and cassette junkie.
Oh, I've got those too.
Yeah. Every time I go to a flea market or just anywhere, vintage, I'm always looking for good cassettes.
There's
I feel
hey,
your pain.
Hey, you know what, man? There's only so many people that understand what it is to be a hoarder. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, look around this garage. I mean, this garage is fucking packed,
Oh,
dude.
you're a hoarder light.
A hoarder light?
Yeah, you should see my garage.
No, really?
Yeah.
Do you have like fist upon fist upon fist?
I'm not sure about the fist.
Stop bending over, Scott. Gosh,
Come on, they
you're
can
not getting
see
broke.
this. I know I'm not bending over. That comes later. Come on.
It's like, get me another beer, Eric.
Yes, if you keep giving me beers, there might be a different story here.
How much money you make?
Yeah. Show me the Benjamins, baby. Show me the
What you got in your
Benjamins.
wallet?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. What's your net worth?
A bunch of debt in my wallet. No, actually, not really.
Anyway, I love the idea that you guys are doing this and you're going to have bands on because, like I was telling Eric earlier about this community that my friend Ray and Ronnie are building with this thing called the Local Music Experience. They created an app, and you can download it in the App Store, and you can listen to local bands. They play all local bands.
Mhm.
And they do a rockabilly show where they play my band, so that's how I connected with them because they were, doing, hey, there's a rockabilly thing. I'm like, yeah, hey, I got a rockabilly band. But they also do a bunch of other, it's all local bands. And they pretty much just, if you get the app and just click on it, it's pretty much just music. There's no commercials except commercials for their own shows, right? Which is more like a PBS thing or something. Yeah, there's commercials, but they're just commercials. There's not an ad for ExxonMobil or whatever. But they're promoting all local bands that, the corporate establishment is totally overlooked. And I think they're, me being one of those bands, it's awesome. And I think you guys are like headed in that same direction, like promoting local people that are creating art and music and don't have an outlet through the corporate gatekeepers.
You hit the nail on the head. We're trying to get out there. We're trying to do our thing. We're trying to be advocates of the reality that we think most woken people share, and artists share, and musicians share, and we're trying to get it out there. And that's what this is all about. It's like, look, there's more opinions than what you see right in front of you on your phone or your tablet or your computer. You have to dig and you have to look for it. And you may not agree with it, but everybody has a right to have their opinion about it. That doesn't mean go fucking riot in the streets over it.
Or make a video in your mom's basement.
I like
Or
guns.
yourself
I'm
with
going
a
to shoot me a
drumstick.
bunch of people. I like guns. No, none of that shit, okay? Motherfucker, chill the fuck out.
Pantera or Metallica?
I would say Metallica.
Ooh, that
But-
hurts Eric.
Yeah.
at
Not
face.
necessarily.
Sorry, Eric, but
Metallica for classical songwriting type influenced rock, and Pantera for want to gut you where you stand like a pig music.
Some pretty emotional digs right there with the yeah.
All right. Smashing Pumpkins or the Peppers?
I like them both. They both have their moments. Some about
Peppers.
the
Stop,
Peppers
Eric.
with my favorite Peppers track was one of the very first songs I heard from them was "True Men Don't Kill Coyotes."
True
And-
men
and-
don't boom.
Yeah,
Kill
and I'm like,
coyotes.
okay, so I gotta love a band that writes a song like that. So
Okay.
yeah. But I did. I had a friend, my friend Stephen Perkins, played percussion with Smashing Pumpkins at the Universal, and got to go to the show. And he's a fantastic drummer. He's played with a lot of people.
He was in Jane's Addiction for a long time.
Played with Mavis Staples. Played with James Harmon. Played with Tom Waits.
Cool.
And he was a percussionist with Smashing Pumpkins, and so they were really fun. So there you go.
Cool. Wow. Your answers are
Now
like,
you're getting some depth.
Yeah. Pearl Jam or Alice in Chains?
I'm old. Oh, Alice in Chains for sure. I never got Pearl Jam, man. I mean, I love Eddie Vedder's voice, but Alice in Chains, man, that shit just hit me right here.
Yeah.
I don't know. All the people that I know who, when that record came out, they loved Pearl Jam. Just not me, man. Sorry.
I was emotional with Pearl Jam, like, oh, I wanna sleep with you, yeah. Let's get together on this moment. But Alice in Chains was fucking rockin' raw heroin influenced go.
Yeah, man. They just had that shit that just kicked me in the gear that I wanted to be in.
Oh yeah.
And I could never
Agreed.
understand the lyrics from Pearl Jam on those records, man. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I mean, Eddie Vedder's a fantastic singer, but yeah.
Yeah, agreed. To this day, I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
I've listened to this song 30 times,
I
goddammit.
still don't know. I can understand Bob Dylan much more clearly when he's like, hey, hey. I could hear what he's saying, but Eddie Vedder, fucking what language is he speaking? Fuck is that?
Exactly. No, but beautiful music. But Alice in Chains, just they fucking gutted you. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They had that combo.
Yep. Guns N' Roses or Motley Crue?
Next.
Okay. Thank you. Let's be honest about that, shall we?
I was.
Okay.
All right. Tool or Nirvana?
Tool.
I'm both. My sister got me into Tool. I'm a Tool fan, but I love Nirvana, man. I'm a Nirvana fan.
But
Wow.
but if you had to pick, like what's gonna sustain you?
I would probably say Nirvana because of I have too many connections with Cobain and where he, Aberdeen and stuff. My family's from
Yeah,
there.
kind of like the
All that-
the
all that
Alice in
kinda stuff.
Chains and the whole grunge movement from up
Yeah,
there.
I
Yeah,
have
I get it.
family from that area, and it's kind of like it's just in my DNA, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah,
So where did grunge originate?
Seattle.
I know that.
So they say.
Yeah, pretty much. I think so. I would say.
Chuck Berry or Little Richard?
Yes. Love them both equally. Okay, Little Richard for the fucking wildness and the screaming, and Chuck Berry for the guitar playing. He basically took T-Bone Walker shit and transformed it into teenager music. But Chuck Berry, oh my God, as a songwriter, I'm a songwriter. Chuck Berry is one of my all-time favorite songwriters. Yeah, so
Favorite song?
favorite Chuck Berry song? Oh my God, there's so fucking many.
One.
Let me think about that. What's my favorite Chuck fucking Berry song? It would have to be something obscure like Anyway, I'm Almost Grown, or Nadine, or Come On, or fuck, there's too many Chuck Berry songs. I could probably name 20 right in a row. Little Queenie, Yeah.
Okay.
But I love
love
Little
them.
Richard too, man. Tutti Frutti, all Rudy, a wop bop a loo wop a lop bamboo. I mean, that was rock and roll. That's a 1-2 punch that I swear I can't even pick. Talk to me on another day, and I'll pick the other one. Love them both equally.
So between these three, no doubt, garbage or cranberries.
Garbage,
Oh, okay.
surely.
Why?
Oh, she's between her and the band. Yeah, I think Garbage is the shit. I love them.
Well,
Hey,
you're the-
hey,
you're the
wait.
first one.
Before you go next, I want to say something.
Yep.
After all these times of you doing this music question
Uh-huh.
segment, I finally figured out I'm not supposed to be answering.
Yeah, but you do anyway. So I just let it slide. I don't even say anything to you anymore.
Hi, Mom. Hi, it's me. Me.
I think they know who you like by now, Eric.
Your hat has a little fucking propeller on it.
What's that hat? Jughead from the Archies.
Yeah. Wait, you mean I'm supposed to answer too? Okay, go ahead.
Wait, so why garbage? You're the first person to say garbage.
Shirley Manson, man. I think she's. Have you heard the new record?
No.
It's fucking phenomenal.
What?
Yeah, I think she's insane. I love Shirley Manson. Did I say that wrong?
No.
Yeah, I think they're Garbage is yeah. Of all those bands,
Some great music.
I just think their writing and their attitude and their musicianship is just above. Where the other bands are great, studio bands and like sort of hit making machines.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage is more like this is the real fucking thing. Yeah, man, and she's got red hair.
Wow.
Not that that matters at all. I actually don't care about that, but I just think the attitude and the songwriting. Yeah, okay. I'm a Garbage fan. Yeah.
All right. Nina Simone or Elle Fitzgerald?
Wow, I love them both. I would almost say Nina Simone because of that. It still sticks in my head, that whole, Mississippi goddamn, like, and it's very relevant today with the whole verdict. And
Okay.
so I would say Nina Simone, but hey, Ella, come on. She shattered glass in that Memorex commercial.
Oh.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking Ella.
The Spinners or the Cornelius Brothers?
Uh-oh. You just... Where's that guitar?
You ready?
Yeah, bring it back.
Okay.
Give me that guitar.
All right, motherfucker. We gonna do some
Sorry.
top and motherfucker.
Sorry. That
Did I do something to you?
that has to...
You just probed him anally.
Pretty much.
Is that your guitar?
Mama told me, she said, son, please beware. There's this thing called love, and it's everywhere. It can break your heart, leave you in misery. Since I met that little woman, believe it's happened to me. Come on, sing along now. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. So wait, what was the question?
I forgot.
Wait, don't stop.
No, it's all right. I got more questions. That was amazing, dude. Thank you.
Dude, you missed out earlier. We
So
had
Brothers
some good
Cornelius
little
right
dope.
there. Yeah, that song just like hits me right there.
Last question. Oh, Blink 182 or Green Day?
I like them both. Do I have to
In
choose?
George's world, you have to pick
Yes.
one.
You just have to pick one. I know these they totally different.
Well, I think I like Blink 182 because wasn't their album called "Take Off Your Pants and Jacket"? Was that them? I think they had an album called that.
I don't know. Let me see.
And if so, I vote for anybody who makes a record called "Take Off Your Pants and Jacket."
I like it.
Yeah, Blink 182 released in 2001.
We have an answer.
Yay!
Nice. You like rap?
No.
All right.
But I like where it came from. I mean, Talking Blues, that's where it came from. I don't like the fact that it's been the only music on corporate radio for the last 30 years. That really bums me out. It's like, why? I don't get it.
Well, because the consumers that consume it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. It's not that I don't like it as a genre. I just don't get the whole non-musicality of it.
Yeah.
As a musician,
The Who or Van Halen?
well, I would have to say The Who because I've been a fan for so long, and but
If
I
you
got
need
it. I got it.
It's right here.
I gotta ask another good question.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do Jamie's crying, okay, or anything like that. But you know, I love Van Halen. I mean, I was in high school when. Okay, I'm dating myself, but when that first record came out, and we thought it was great, and oh my god, that was before I even started playing guitar. Heard that shit and just knew right off the bat, like that guy is from another fucking planet. Talk
for
about
sure.
aliens.
Yes.
Okay, so when he died, they came to pick him up, right? Because he's not from this earth.
Eddie Van Halen?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. But man, fucking Who, love that shit. What a fantastic thing. I mean, Pete Townsend with that songwriting, the Ox with that bass,
Robert Daltrey.
Keith Moon, yeah, Daltrey, Keith Moon with that fucking drumming. One of my favorite rock and roll drummers of all times, up there with like Mitch Mitchell and Earl Palmer, and you know the people that just yeah. So I would have to go with the Who, but I give all the props in the world to Van Halen. I'm just because I'm older, and the Who was like the shit, and you know, all that stuff about mods and rockers. Yeah.
Nice. That's funny. That thing about aliens to come back reminds me of that scene in Men in Black where he plays Elvis. He's like, no, Elvis is not dead. He just went home.
Ah! Hey, so you know, I mean, I hear what you're saying about the rapping. It seems like there's a lot of rap that's just, it's just, okay, you're telling your story about your life and you're this and you're that, to the same beat that's going over and over and over and over and over again, and then you kind of mix it up here and you kind of mix it up there, and so you're really focusing on the lyrics, right? Because what else are you going to focus in on? The lyrics.
Yeah, the rest is just sort of. It's not really people in a room banging on shit, which is like when you know my whole. I've been playing music for a long time, and it's always like you know, however many people in a
Musicians that
room
are playing together.
banging on shit at all at the same time and trying to get a groove together and sounding good together. Where that shit is just like you push a button and you make a track and then you go, oh, I'm gonna be awesome, and so they spend all the effort on coming up with these rhymes, so they rhyme everywhere with construction and destruction and moluction and production and but you know everything rhymes, and oh wait, that you know you look at that like, hey, that's ingenious, you know, they did that rhyming thing, and it actually does make a few salient points in there in between, but listening to it over and over for many years, it's really monotonous musically, and like that makes me want to listen to some Nina Simone or Ella Fitzgerald where they actually had music.
Mm-hmm.
No, I understand what you're saying, because there's a lot of rap artists that I listen to that I actually like, but as a general movement, it's been kind of you know, well, I get it that it's given a voice to a lot of people who maybe feel like they didn't have a creative voice or an artistic voice or an opportunity to express themselves.
I like that
But maybe
aspect
we're
of
just
it. Yeah.
we're just fucking musician snobs, and that's
So then
all there is.
what
all
did you
there is
guys-
to
Yeah, I'm
it.
old, man. Don't listen to me.
What did you
Right?
guys
Yeah.
think?
Don't listen to these fucking old guys. We're fucking musician snobs.
So,
But if I'm gonna give credit to somebody who's out there right now, Kendrick Lamar.
yeah. So when you guys, were growing up, and because you guys grew up with Run DMC, right?
Mhm.
And all
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
So then when it shifted and it turned into, like the gangster rap, like the first time you heard NWA, I mean, what did you guys think?
I thought that was cool. That fuck the police.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because even when I listen to that now, it's like, holy shit! Like in the '90s, and these guys are talking all that shit. It's different.
See, I look at it differently. I don't
But
look at it
that's
as,
kind of
as
a, like
art
a-
necessarily per se, as like a this is this amazing creation that's aesthetically beautiful to everybody else. It's art as an expression, and it's not for everybody. It's for the people that can relate to the art that's being created in that moment, and it's powerful art, and it's meaningful art, and it's deep, and it's fucking. Hey man, this is the fucking shit that we're dealing with in the hood. I hear all that and I get all that, and maybe that's it deserves that monotonous driving similar beat over and over and over and over again to drive that point home, and it's more about the lyrics than anything because they're giving out their raps. But I think I like to hear more musicianship in the rap, just a little bit more.
It is nice about that kind of stuff, the NWA stuff, that we're still talking about it all these years later.
Oh yeah.
Right. They definitely had an impact.
They made an impact, and
it's
they
still
made
relevant.
an impression.
It's still relevant now, given what's going on with the Chauvin trial and all that. And thank fuck they came in with all 3 guilty verdicts.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you hear his lawyer? What he said? Dude, everybody's fucking clowning his lawyer because at one point he took the stand and he said, you know what? It could also be a possibility that he was being controlled by aliens. Look it up.
He did not go with
Fucking
the
look
alien.
it up.
He didn't.
Dude, I didn't fucking
I
believe
didn't
it.
watch all the trials, so
I didn't either.
I missed that.
But I heard, I saw like
But he
posts on
did
Instagram.
not go
Yeah,
with
no,
the
I swear to
alien
God.
defense.
No, dude, you have to allow that.
Oh,
Otherwise, our podcast does not exist.
He was grasping at straws.
Oh my God! Yeah, I didn't believe it at first, and I'm like, this has to be a dub, right? Like, come on, this isn't real. And then the more I scrolled through and I watched the actual video, and he's fucking standing there saying, "Hey, what if he was being controlled by aliens from
Oh
outer
my
space? It's a
God.
possibility." He's trying to justify it, and people are just
Whoa.
clowning him like they paid money for this fucking clown.
Whoa.
I'm like, wow. It's like, well,
Crazy.
conjugal visits for those aliens.
Is that written into the rider? Like green M&Ms and conjugal visits.
Yeah. Yep.
No, but yeah, and to me, that's art. Art is subjective. Somebody's gonna hear or see something and say, yeah, that's awesome. Oh my God, I get it. I mean, people look at this layout here with all these crystals. Who's this fucking hippie motherfucker with his fucking tikis and his
Jesus,
crystals
dude.
and his. You know what I mean?
No, nobody thinks that, all right?
Dude, a lot of people think that shit.
Well, I
Fucking
thought that.
Who
but-
hurt
See?
you, Eric? Goddamn. Who the fuck hurt you?
you with your fucking large penis. But
Fuck.
the
You
point
weren't
being,
gonna talk about that.
No.
Come on.
You weren't supposed to bring that up.
no, don't tell everyone about what happened. But no, the point being
Jesus,
is
Eric. I like your little
art
knickknacks.
is
Oh, shit,
art
I
is
broke one.
subjective, And this is
It
this,
is always
this is
subjective.
this is the
and
shit that means something to me, but it doesn't mean anything to a lot of other
Yeah,
people.
it
A lot of
depends
other
who
people
the
look at this and go,
subjector is.
oh,
right?
cool. Hey, what's this fucking hippie shit here? So,
I like it.
I knew you would.
I'm your target audience, I think.
Totally, I'm your target, and you're my target. Oh. What are you looking at, dude? Okay, show everybody what that is. Okay, so what that is, I'm going to tell you what that is. That is a wood carving from Switzerland. it is a one of those burrs that come out of a base of a tree
Oh yeah.
when it gets stung by a bee or something else.
Ooh.
A
It looks
burl.
looks like Eric when he gets excited.
Yeah, it's when it becomes erect.
After they probe Eric, this is what comes out.
Erect.
Okay, after they probe Eric, this is what it looks like
Yeah, that's
when
right.
it comes out.
But
Eric, are you not
somebody
looking? Oh, you are looking because you're looking at the camera over there. Sorry. Look at.
Okay.
All right.
That's what happens when I take a dookie. But that is a Swiss carved wood burl. It's kind of neat. Didn't take too long. Soft wood.
Yeah, when Eric gets excited.
I just can't hide it. It's so excited.
It's like, why does it look like that? Why is it all bumpy?
That's what she said.
Indeed.
Michael Scott.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I mean, art and music, so subjective. I mean, there's bands where he said, yeah, this, and I said, no, that, and you said, and he said, yeah, it's time to go.
I really enjoyed your question session. I felt like I was like on one of the TV shows where you're under the light and the detectives are asking you that shit like it matters in a murder trial. Who do you like better, fucking Guns N' Roses or fucking whoever?
You better recognize, motherfucker.
Like this shit is important.
I know, it's good stuff.
I love it. Yeah, it's great.
Hey,
Because to me, those kind of questions, I love that. I'm like, I think about that stuff all the time. I don't even have to think about my answers. It's just, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
boom.
Yep. I used to have friends that we would argue and, fuck Pantera, dude. Slayer was the best. It's like, man, no, fuck it. Have you ever, Cannibal Corpse, man? No, Megadeth. And I used to hang out with all these rockers and we'd listen to music all the time and, we'd compare bands and I used to get into arguments with people over this shit and I'm just like, no, you can't. And I don't know. I mean, that's
But
why
I love that. That means
I love that too. It's like
I've
I gotta,
been such a fan of music. I've been in arguments with
Exactly.
my fans too. But it's also in a way the argument is also like, yeah, but they're all really good, but I like this one better.
Mhm.
Right? It's like you're a fan going like, yeah, they're both great, but this one for this reason this floats my boat more
everyone
than that
has
one.
And I
their
will say,
preferences.
You're both good.
Yeah, and I will say you've had the best answers
Oh,
by far
thanks.
because
Oh,
you
come
even
on.
went in depth. You explained why, right? You even gave
Mhm.
credit to the writer and creativity behind it. Nobody else did that. They're just like, oh, this one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm talking about you,
Yeah, right.
motherfucker.
Well, I'm always like someone asks me a question, then I have to give a little, By the way, where's the restroom in the studio?
Oh,
Well, we're about to pull the plug, so you can pee
you
away
can go right there.
once we're done with this.
Already doing it.
You're sitting on a bidet.
Hey,
Palm olive? You're soaking in it.
yeah, right. Hey, Scott.
Madge!
Scott,
Madge!
was there more?
No,
No, I just pissed myself. It's okay.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll clean
to
up after
refill
you.
this beer.
Hey, Scott, I want to say thank you for coming in. I had a
Hey.
fucking blast tonight. I'm
Eric,
so
thanks so
glad
much.
that Jorge made it,
Yeah.
and we got to actually
Fuck yeah.
finish up all the shit.
Good fun.
Do you have any final words for your audience tonight?
Yes. Please come get me. I'm ready. I want to go home. Come
He
get me.
wants to go home.
Earthling wants to get probed. I mean, go
Please.
home.
No, I don't want to get probed. Done that. I want to go home. Come get me. Come on. Come on.
Imagine they take you and you go to a fucking Earth or some kind of planet where all these dead musicians are at. What the
Dude,
fuck?
how rad would that be?
And they won't let me play because they're all better than me. Fuck.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Just hold the camera, Scott.
Oh, damn. That's like torture. All right. Hey, you guys. We appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you like this video because we talked about a lot of fun fucking shit tonight. Make sure you subscribe because you know that this is, reality right here. Not all this other fucking bullshit that you're watching out there that's just bullshit. I'm telling you it's a bullshit. Or hey, back me up on this.
What he said.
Gee,
Trust
thanks.
him.
Gee, thanks.
Trust what the white man says. Because he's white. He has power. If I tell you something, you're gonna fucking ignore and be like, "Whatever, Beaner, goddamn it, you're taking my germ."
Fucking Beaner, shut up.
But listen to the white man.
Thanks for that. Okay, anyways, we're gonna go now because Jorge's not for me.
Listen to the man with the credit score of 800.
No, not me. My wife, bitch. My wife, motherfucker. Fuck off. All right.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey,
Good night.
guys. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Adios.